Don't believe in aliens, they're never going to land. Don't believe in cryptids that leave footprints in the sand. Don't believe in spirits appearing from the dead. The only demons out there are living in your head. Dream crusher, the Lord's non-belief. If you can't prove it, no one can get ready for the brief. A dedicated skeptic, we all know what that means. He's lurking in the shadows and crushing all your dreams. Dream crusher, the Lord's non-belief. If you can't prove it, no one can get ready for the brief. A dedicated skeptic, we all know what that means.
What's up? Oh shit, look at me, I'm tiny. How did that happen? I feel so tiny. There we go. I just had to get excited and grow. Oh, that's got a show tonight. Yay.
Hi guys.
Hello everyone. Woo! What's up? Oh my goodness, I'm feeling awake. It's probably because of half of the Red Bull or a monster drink that I had for dinner. It's kicking in finally. We got a bunch of people. Let me say hi to some people. Abs was first here. Woo! Dragon Ranger. Ian, what's up? Kit Ford's in the house. Chris 52. We got Jody Music. Cat Mac. It's date night. What? Damn it, Bob's in the house. Julie J.I.D. Cree Storm's here. Ooh, Divine Donna's in the chat room already. Wondering when she. I love that name. That's so awesome. Who else we got? We got Sam Haynes Campfire Chills. Ooh, hey Kenny, popping in for a little bit before going to bed. Not sure how long I'll stay. Well, thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. Jade Kitten's in the house. Macy Rose. Ooh, did I say William Wieland? I don't think so. Yeah. Hey, William. What's up? JR Scary. I'm trying to get to everybody, making sure I say hi to everybody at least once in the beginning of the show. Booberry. I like that. Booberry. Daniel Reed's in the house. What's up? Chad Investigates. Julie N. Formerly R. What are you pulling, a Prince? What now there's no more R. Why the change? Why the change? Are you hiding from someone? We won't tell. Don't worry. We got a Richard. Just Richard. One name, like Madonna. Pretty cool. Gemesis, and I think JR. I said JR Scary. Music? Oh yeah, I think I got them. Yeah, Lady Gray Eyes. Gemesis, Lady Gray Eyes. Jody Music. Okay. All right. Let's go over the rules. I'm feeling pumped. You feel pumped?
I do.
You do. You had a nap. You had a power nap.
I'm trying to still wake up.
we like literally woke her up and walked right over here. Yeah. And then I realized I forgot my laptop and I had to run back home and get it so that we could set it up. But let's go over the rules. Boom.
Wow,
that was pretty right. That was good. I've been practicing.
Yeah, I know you have.
Rule number 1 is that you are allowed to ask questions. That's what this show is all about. It's a learning show. I want you to ask questions because if you don't ask any questions at all, we have a very, very short show. Yeah. And I'll just talk for a little bit because I do have homework to go over. And And then, we'll go from there. So rule number 2 is that I don't know everything. Please understand that. I don't know. I'll give you my opinion, and I'll let you know if I don't know anything about it. And I might look it up if we have time, or I might save it for later. I'll write it down in my notebook, my handy notebook here, with all my other notes, and then just go from there. Rule number 3 is that we follow the Patrick Swayze rule here, and we're really strict on that, which means be nice.
Just be nice.
Yeah, just be nice. Be nice.
We shouldn't even have to tell
Yeah, we shouldn't, Dick.
you. You're food.
What? Oh, you can't boot me for my own show. No,
I probably did.
I'm vickered.
I probably did.
I'm vickered.
I won't be able to get you back.
Well, does that mean that you would vicar me?
Oh, what happened? Nick?
Oh, yeah, I know. I hit the wrong one.
Oh.
That was actually the whole thing. It was going to play this whole song, and I was like, oh, shit, I hit the wrong button. Anyway, be nice. You can be in the chat room and discuss your questions. You can discuss your different beliefs, and you can disagree as long as you keep it civil. That's all. Have a conversation. Don't fight, because if it turns into name calling and stuff, boot your ass. And we will play favorites. If we know someone, we'll boot the other person. Because that's how petty we can be if we want to be. My son asked me today if we could watch Kenny Biddle or Benny Kittle. It was an awesome thing. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. That is so cool. Thank you for sharing that. Rule number 4 is that if you do have a question, please do us a favor and put a Q in front of it, a capital Q in front of it. And I want to just touch on that a little bit. I got an email from someone earlier this week that complained that we didn't answer her question. And yeah, no, I mean, that's still pretty general. Okay. It's surprisingly, I think I get more females complain about me than anything else. Really? Well, yeah. Good. I mean, the guys usually do it live. Like we're in the comments and they'll fight back and forth. But it's usually females that take the extra step and actually reach out to tell me that they hate me. So, and I appreciate that. I mean, you're going the extra mile. I mean, I might as well respond. But yeah, they complained because we did not get to their question last week. And apparently they asked it multiple times. So let me just clarify that we do get a lot of questions and we have a limited amount of time, and it's supposed to be a 2-hour show. And that's it. It's supposed to be 2 hours. And I always joke about going into hour 3 because I'm excited. I love talking to you guys. But sometimes we want to go. And especially if the question, because I did look through the comments and found the questions, and they didn't have anything to do with the show or what we were talking about or skepticism or paranormal. They were way off topic and they were still mad. So if that's you, know that I'm still going to ignore the questions. No, I'm not going to ignore them. If they don't have anything to do with what we're talking about, we're going to go with the questions that actually do have what we're talking about first. And if we have time at the end, of course, I'm going to get into it. And I'm not even talking about like comic related or movie related and stuff. It was just way out there. It had nothing to do with what we were talking about. So, I mean, I just wanted to put that out there just in case somebody was still angry and they, may show up in the comments and start bitching. And then they'll get booted.
Yeah.
Because then that's the wrong thing you do.
We do our best to get through all the questions.
Yeah.
Sometimes we physically can't. And
I
didn't say anything last week, but I did run my banner across the bottom of the screen that where we cut off questions around 9:30.
Yeah.
Just so we could get through, and we still went over. So it's not always gonna work.
And rule number 5 is that this is a drinking show. We're at a bar, so drink up.
Drink your water like me.
Drink your special tea. What? All right.
Is it special?
It is special. It's very special. I mean, it was special before the show, and now it's even more special. So let me see. I gotta get my glasses on so I can see. I hope everyone understands about the comments, the questions and stuff. I love the questions, and I'm going to answer as many as I can and get to as many as I can. But
just don't get mad at us.
understand. And again, it's not for everyone. It's just a few that, decide to take the time to sit down and write me a long email. Long. At least everything was spelled right. It really pisses me off when the grammar and spelling is way off. And I've posted some of them for you guys to see. It really pisses me off. If you're going to bitch at me, do it right. Have someone do a spell check. That's it. If you're going to go that far, spell check that shit. All right. So, what precisely is in your specialty? Could be actually, I don't know the kind of rum it is. It is rum, but it's like special. It's like 12-year-old rum that our friend Dana got me at one of the conferences we went to. Dana is one of the paranormal peaches, and she usually brings me a bottle of different kind of rum every time I see her, and it's really nice. It's become tradition, and I love it because I get rum. It's so nice. All right, so I do have a bunch of things to go over because I did not only a last week's show, but we did a TikTok live every Tuesday. I do one at 7 p.m. and I got some questions from that. But then I also did a members only live stream Tuesday night after my TikTok one. So so I have a lot of homework. So let me get
What did you do after your TikTok show?
I had a members only live stream that I did after that. So it was nice. I think everyone that's a member attended.
Oh, that's cool.
I was surprised. I really didn't think anyone was going to show up.
Yeah, people, if you're out there and you
But
want
it
to
was
be a
cool.
member, you want a little bit more personal attention with Penny Biddle.
Wow, that sounded dirty. All right, so let's get into the segment of what did I learn last week. I love those segment things. It's so much fun. I feel like a real show. I feel like a real boy. All right, so some of the things that I had, somebody had asked if I had seen the documentary on the skull experience, and I did. I watched it. I think I watched the right one. It's an older one. It definitely looks like it's from like the 90s or early 2000s because the aspect ratio was still 4:3, so it was an older one. And I went through probably more than 3/4 of it, and then I had to stop because I had other things that called my attention. But I watched it and found that it was kind of weird. It was definitely, there's definitely a problem with the skull experience or the skull experiments as they're called, because it happened in someone's basement. It was a private home. One of the participants, so one of the alleged psychics, it was their basement that was set up. So right from the get-go, it's not, I wouldn't consider that valid because the experimenters do not have any control over the environment. It was all in the hands of the participants. So that makes me highly suspicious, and I do not agree with that methodology. So I would not give any credibility to those things, no matter how much they say. And I watched a lot of the explanations, and it was funny. You watch the skeptical science part of it, and I was actually annoyed with them at one point because there was an older gentleman with the SPR that looked at the camera and said that there was no way 3 gentlemen like himself could ever be fooled. And I laughed out loud. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Like, of course you can be fooled. I mean, let's not go too far. Let's not. There's a line. Okay. And you're crossing it. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Come back.
I'll leave.
Like I said, there's a line, and I just crossed it. Almost lost my producer. She walked out. You see that shit? She almost walked out.
Yeah.
I need another camera. I'm going to set up another camera here.
Right.
So when you start to walk out, be switch. There she goes. There was that. I hate that. I hate that overconfidence and cockiness of more academics, which we were looking at here, that make that kind of claims. Yes, you can be fooled. It's it's not impossible. It's, in fact, sometimes it's pretty easy. So don't be overconfident about that kind of stuff. On the believer side, the psychic side, they were very smug with a lot of their explanations and literally making shit up, word salad, to explain how things were happening, and it got annoying. And then the real kicker was that they pulled out a DR60 during it, and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh my gosh, that's it. I think that's when I shut it off. I'm like, I'm not watching this. This is ridiculous. So hopefully that answered that question. And I was Puerto Rican. I was like, strike, Donna.
You don't want me to strike, then
No.
your question won't come through at all.
Yeah, you won't. You think there's a catching up with
now.
questions now? I mean, shit. I was doing the members only live stream Tuesday night, so I started it at 8:30, and I think when I first checked, it was like around 9. And I mean, we're talking. There was only like 10 people in there, but I was still 20 minutes behind the questions.
Yeah.
I was looking at the times, going, "Oh shit, I gotta catch up. I gotta stop talking so much." But we know that doesn't happen. All right, so hey, cool. You put that up. I didn't even put that up.
Yeah, no,
Good job.
Thanks.
I'll give you a raise later.
Oh, thank you.
All right, moving on. Somebody did ask about the Blind Frog Ranch, and I looked it up, and I was like, yeah, let me look at this, and it's apparently it's a TV series. See what happens when I start drinking early? It's a TV series, and I wrote down on my notes that, well, the basic idea is that they're looking for Aztec gold. But there is a definite paranormal element to it. And I wrote Skinwalker Ranch meets Oak Island. That's exactly what it is.
Is that what it sounded like?
It sounded, the bullshit word salad that was coming out of their mouths. I was like, you got to be kidding me. You guys are trying way too hard to be both of these shows. Both of them. So, yeah, that didn't last long. Somebody asked about Shelley Muscovich, which is the missing wife of the guy that heads the Scientology. So I did look into it. I looked into it a little bit, and I know that the actress, what is her name? Leah Remini? Remini? The one from Game of Thrones. No, not Game of Thrones.
I think it's from
Remy. Oh, okay. You know who I'm talking about. The
Yeah,
wife from King of Queens.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So she's the one that filed the missing person report on her after she left. And I don't know. I'm going to say I'm playing devil's advocate here. So apparently she went missing. Nobody could find her. She wasn't getting it. There was no answers on where she was. There was a police report filed. The police came back and said, from what I found on an article in People magazine, the police came back and said that they did find her and that she just wants to live in peace and she doesn't want to be bothered by anyone anymore. But then it's, this actress or actor, Leah, what is it? Remy? Okay.
Yeah.
She kept pushing and pushing and pushing. So now that Remoney, thank you, Caring E. Smith. Remoney. Okay. So yeah, thank you. Did you hear that? Did you hear the annoyance in her voice? Like, okay, yeah, get over it. Okay. Damn. Wow, you are feisty. You need a longer nap, I think. So I don't know what happened. I don't think I'll ever know until police, because this is way, way over my head. And, this is left for police detectives to delve into if they deem it necessary. But I can't give you an answer other than it looks like the woman may just not want to be known anymore. I don't know. I have no idea. But it's Scientology. So, yeah, I don't know. Moving on. We did address the methane bubbles with the Bermuda Triangle thing. I did look it up. to just be sure, because I addressed it. Somebody had asked about ships going down in the Bermuda Triangle due to methane bubbles or methane being released and taking down a ship. And from what I found, it would have to be the bubbles or bubble. Actually, the bubble. It can't be just bubbles. It would have to be a bubble that is the size of the ship to have an impact. And the ship would already have to be leaning, like heavily leaning to one side. So already like sinking or about to sink before that would trigger anything that would cause it to go down even faster. So no, I don't think that any of the ships being lost in the Bermuda Triangle were due to methane bubble release events. Bubbles. Two more things. One, somebody did bring up the idea that Cain from the Bible is believed to be Bigfoot by Mormons. And I did look it up. So the Latter-day Saints, which are the Mormons, do have a folklore story of David W. Patton, who claimed to have encountered Cain in the wilderness as a large, hairy, naked guy. How? I mean, I don't know if there was a conversation. I didn't read the entire story, so I don't know if there was a conversation between them, you know, and the Bigfoot said, "Hey, my name's Cain." and you know, this other guy, David, said, "Oh, shit. Are you like, was your brother Abel?" You know, I don't know if that happened.
Able to do what?
Oh, good one. But I need a drum thing.
Yeah.
I need a drum sound effect. So yeah, but with a little bit more digging, I found out that it's not part of the official church doctrine. It's a fringe folklore story, so it's not actually mainstream belief or part of the doctrine there. So, and then that's it. The last thing I want to talk about is somebody mentioned the USS The Sullivans, and about if I had ever checked it out or the stories from there. I did look into it with the help from Tim Binga, who is our librarian, because he was in the chat last week and he had mentioned, yeah, somebody did look into it. I did find the article. It was by Joe Nickel. He did it back in 2003, I think. He mentioned it. He had an article that was about ghost ships. So there was like 4 or 5 ships mentioned in it, and he had a full page that was devoted to the Sullivans. And I looked into it. Also, with Tim Binga's help, he contacted the caretaker over at the ship. And Don and I will be going over there tomorrow morning to check it out. So we got an appointment. We're going to meet with Shane, who is I think he's the caretaker there. And we're going to talk to him. We're going to get some history, and then he's going to take us on to the ship, and we're going to take a look and see if we can figure out what's going on. I did look it up, and there's your basic haunting stories. I also watched the episode of Ghost Hunters, which was actually pretty good. I will give it, a better rating than normal, because there was supposed to be video somebody had of one of the hatchways, and there was a blue light that appeared, and they were able to recreate it and show that it was probably more than likely a natural phenomenon, or it was one of the people that were already there. Which is great. That was awesome. They debunked something, which is, rare. But we're going to go and look, because there's something with the faces. It's his birthday Sunday. Yes, it is. So yeah, we're going to go there because apparently they have portraits of the 5 brothers. So the basic story is that the Sullivans were 5 brothers that all enlisted into the Navy. They all got transferred to the same ship, which was not the Sullivans. And unfortunately, that was taken down. A Japanese torpedo sunk it, and all the brothers died. I think Joseph was the oldest, and he actually survived, but succumbed to his injuries a few days afterwards, or soon afterwards. So it was, I guess at the time, it was the greatest family loss in any war. Because that's 5 children that were gone. So they, in honor of them, they nicknamed another ship the Sullivans, and
we're gonna go see
it. Yeah, because they have their portraits up, and one of the big things is like one of the retired naval personnel has pictures that he showed the local news of. He took a picture of the portraits, and one of them you see the outline, so it's kind of like this, and you see the outline, but there's no facial features. It's just like a blurry kind of blob. So we're gonna go see if we can figure it out, and get some history too. So I'm gonna try and film it, and so we have a clip. So either to play it next week, or I might just put it as a standalone on the channel. So all right, with that, I am done the homework. Oh, hold on, I am done the homework, and we can go to open mic night. Yay! I need a little jingle, a little segment for that. Open mic night, like a really bad like game show kind of thing. No, I know. But look, have you seen this show?
No,
we're corny. Are you kidding me? All right, maybe one of the really awesome people out there that do the AI music and words and stuff might be able to do like a real short, like less than 10-second jingle. Is that what it's called? A jingle. Open mic night. I can't help it. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Don't do that, because Donna will say no. She'll veto it, and I'll have to do it when she's not here. All right. Let's see. Do we have some questions? It looks like we got a bunch. All right, let's see. Kenny keeps inspiring me to write songs. Yay!
Because you're good at it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're good. You're good at it. And we loved it because Tim was so happy playing his. He was so happy. Yeah. Yeah. He was so happy.
I feel bad I missed it.
All right. Let's see. Cree Storm. More seriously on the time. Excuse me. Whew.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, is there something?
Question for that.
Get my hammer out. Boom. Oh, ow, that hurt. Are you looking? Are you looking? All right, let's do something.
Sorry.
Hey, Kenny, do you have any thoughts on the recent drone UAP incursions around U.S. Air Force bases in the UK and U.S.? Have you seen the alleged UAP incident at Manchester Airport making headlines? So I looked it up before the show, the Manchester Airport one, and honestly, that looks like a drone to me. It looks like somebody's screwing around and trying to see how close they can get, or something like along those lines. It looked like a drone to me, and I mean, honestly, that's all I can say about it, because the quality of the video that I was able to get as of now was not the greatest, and there's no way to really enhance it. There's no way to enhance it enough that I'm going to see any details, especially if it's a drone, because you're talking like that big, and it's probably, I'm not even going to guess, because that's just making shit up, but it's pretty far from the camera.
Right.
And it's dark. It was dark enough that I'm not gonna see anything.
Well, and where did the video come from?
That's the problem. Like, I haven't looked into where it's from yet, or who posted it.
Because it's kind of funny, like if you're videotaping your drone and someone's out there, Yeah, I mean, if it depends, like where the airport is, because that's things we got to consider is where is the airport. It's in Manchester, so there's got to be tons of people around. There's probably neighborhoods around it. Somebody might have spotted it from a different side, and decided to take, noticed lights, and maybe that it. And we don't know the full travel of it, so it might have started like going around or circling the perimeter, which is what caught someone's attention. So there's a lot of unanswered questions that I have right now. So that is going into my let's see, homework. Look it up a little bit more. Homework for next time. The Manchester. I'm not making fun, but I always want to say Manchester when I say Manchester. I don't know why. It's just all right. No reaction. Manchester UAP. That's okay. I don't know. When I say it fast, it sounds like man's chest hair. Oh, now I get it. No. I
I got to work on my jokes.
I'm doing.
You're doing work.
Here,
You're doing work. All right. Thoughts on Mark Nesbitt, former park ranger at Gettysburg. He wrote several Ghosts of Gettysburg books. So I know Mark. Mark and I, yeah, Mark Nesbitt. I've known him for several years. Yeah, we've known him for a long time. So yeah, I view him as a storyteller. So I've been to his office several times. I've seen all the pictures that he's hanging up in his Ghost of Gettysburg store. Most of them can be explained by long exposures. Pretty much all of them can be explained pretty simply through lens flare, long exposures, and this and that. Orbs, yeah, dust orbs, stuff like that. When it comes to investigating, there's a distinction that I always try to make between investigating and stakeouts, and then you have your ghost hunting version of investigating, which is not always actually investigating a claim. It's more just waiting for something to happen. And I say that to keep it simple. I'm not trying to be insulting. But basically when you sit around and you talk to the dark, you're waiting for something to happen. So when I describe it like that, I want to clarify that I'm just keeping it simple. But I see what Mark does when he goes out as more that, like he's waiting for something to happen. There's very little, when he does investigate, he's looking up the history of the area and seeing what connects with the story. And like I said, he's a storyteller, and he's a pretty good storyteller. I have all the Ghosts of Gettysburg books, and I've read them all, and I enjoy them. But that's as far as I will go with that. I mean, I don't think he doesn't investigate like I investigate. He investigates in order to add to the story.
One of his talks, when he does his stories, you'll get it right away, because that's how he is in telling the story. Yeah, he's a storyteller. Mm-hmm. He's pretty good, and he's really good at it. Yeah, and he's nice. If I had a chance to go listen to him, I would. Yeah.
All right, good question.
All right, so we're gonna go back to
good.
First question.
Oh, good.
And then we'll hit what she was saying.
When I was at Adelaide, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Adelaide Haunted Horizons premiere, we were wondering, it seems time has become paranormal because it goes by so... Wait, what? When I was at Adele Haunted Horizons premiere, we were wondering, it seems time has become paranormal because it goes by so fast. What do you think? So there's a joke there somewhere, because the laugh out loud is making me think like there's a joke. We're seriously on the time question. Why do people feel time differently? Some paranormal investigators will say they thought they were gone 10 minutes, but it was almost an hour. So time is relative. That's really what it comes down to. It's what we're doing. I mean, I lose hours when I'm like absorbed in my work. I can sit here and completely miss lunch and forget everything, and like sit down here at like 9:30 or 10 o'clock in the morning, and then all of a sudden it's 3 or 4 in the afternoon. I'm like, wow, I was so intense on that. But there's a lot of elements to this. So when you're bored, time feels like it's dragging. Like you can look at the clock and then you look at it again thinking, oh, it must have been 10 minutes, and it's only like a minute that goes by because you're bored. You have nothing to do. But when you are doing things and you're preoccupied and your mind is working on the task at hand, then it feels like time slips away quicker. It doesn't. It goes the same rate for us because we're all pretty much on the same level when it comes to gravitational pull of the planet. So there's a lot of science behind that. I'm not going to get into it because I don't understand it, to be honest. But I think it's more like when time flies when you're having fun, like that old phrase. Because when you're having fun, it's fun and you want to do everything and you're enjoying it, and you don't realize how fast or how time ticks away because you're preoccupied and you're distracted. I think there's a perception of time too with your age. Because when you're young, it feels like you have all the time in the world. And when you get older, you start to appreciate time more because you realize like, all right, well, I'm closer to the end than I am to the beginning now. So maybe I should really divide my time or use my time wisely and make every minute count. That's why I don't sleep, because I'm like, I'm wasting time.
He doesn't sleep. He doesn't. He literally has been up until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
The last 2 mornings.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
Drugs.
Well, this morning I got up early.
You got up early.
You were still awake.
I know.
4:30.
I know.
I got up to go shopping, Black Friday shopping, and Kenny's still awake on the couch watching TV.
No, I was. Was I watching
You were
videos?
watching TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had just got done. I was playing Fallout 4. I love that game. Stupid, mindless games.
Yeah,
I love.
But
But yeah, then I watched videos because then I want to see how to build things and how what the inside of geodes look like and stuff like that.
I know.
It's so much fun.
For how poker chips fall.
Oh my god! So we were watching. Real quick side story here.
Addiction.
We started watching it's a coin pusher. It's the quarter machine,
Yeah,
that you put the quarters in and it pushes off the shelf, and then the shelf moves forward, pushes more. And it looked like it was at a casino because there's like poker chips and there's gold bars and this and that. And we're watching it, and we started watching a lot of them.
We were addicted because the guy, it's like a $500,000 buy-in, so just to play the game.
Yeah, he's talking about $100,000 buy-in, $5 million, $100 million, like going all over. And we're just watching because he's like winning a lot of money. And at the end, he gives you a summary.
Like the poker chips are all piled real high.
Yeah, they're like big stacks.
Quarter boards.
And you watch them. Like, that's what she loves. Watching this big stack of
Just
poker chips, like,
down.
boom.
Like, yes.
She gets so excited.
Oh my god.
So I noticed.
We were addicted for like hours.
I noticed on the one because the guy's like, oh yeah, they put money in there, and I'm winning like $100 bills or $1 million bills, and I'm looking and I'm like, oh, the $100 bills, that's movie money. And I actually paused it and I showed you. I'm like, it says for motion picture use only.
And at first
on
I was
it.
like, oh, I didn't think anything of it because the casino's not really going to put in cash like that. That's why there's poker chips in there.
Why not though? They have gold. Because I was thinking like the gold is in there. They have these like plastic cases with gold bars.
I think
I'm
they're
like,
like
all right.
pieces of gold or something.
Yeah, 1 ounce of gold. And so like we watched it, and the one night we went to bed, and I'm watching it. And I'm like, you had said something like trying to find where the guy was, because he's got a camera set up and it's only on the machine,
And
which is
usually,
suspicious.
You can't really have cameras.
You can't take in cameras. You can't filming. Like I tried filming once and they yelled at me. So
the way he was talking was like, oh, I just gotta go get the person. I'm like,
it was very nonchalant.
people don't just come over and set the machine. Like,
so there was a few things. So I did pause it. I looked at the chips and they said Monte Carlo, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not a casino name. That's just a generic chip. And I looked them up. Yeah, you can buy them on eBay or Amazon. And then I looked up the gold bars, and I'm like, oh, you can get them for $4 on Amazon. Like they're available. They're gold plated steel bars. So they're not gold bars. And then I looked in it further, and I'm like, this is all a scam. This guy's in a fucking arcade.
His research ruined
I did. I totally ruined it.
And he ruined it for himself too, because you stayed on later to watch.
Yeah, I did. I was watching them for hours.
It's like an addiction.
Then I was like, nope, not anymore. Not anymore. Screw them. He lied to me.
I mean, it was like a $500,000 buy-in, and he would win like $1.3 billion.
But he didn't.
And it took like 8 hours of his day to win it.
But it didn't. That's what he told us.
I know, but I'm like, it was just like.
All right. Let's enough of the side story. Let's move on. Damn coin pushing fakers and phonies and poopy heads. Jody Music. Kenny, have you treated Donna like a goddess that she is today? Yeah. I sat through a 3-hour fucking movie today.
Oh, what?
I did. I sat through Wicket with you. Mm-hmm. I went with you so you wouldn't go to yourself.
Here's a question too.
Yes, that's what we went to today.
Today.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
And it was great. I recommend anybody go see it.
Next question. Let's move on.
Wicked was great.
I have lots of questions.
That's why there's going to be a part 2.
So I'm gonna say this.
Don't ruin it.
I'm gonna say this.
Don't ruin it.
If you don't want to hear anything about it, I'm not. Well, this may be a little tiny spoiler. Not really though. So for the next 10 seconds or 15 seconds, don't listen.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet and you don't want to be.
Almost from the beginning, it took me out of the movie because the Munchkins were not Munchkins. They were full-size adults. That's bullshit. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, moving on from that. Yes.
Pissed me off. Really pissed me off when that happened.
All right, moving on.
All right. Why do you refuse to answer women's questions? Wait. All right, we'll keep that up for now. Damn it, Bob. Oh, that's perfect. I like how it goes on onto his right out of him. Oh, I answer a lot of questions, and part of my day at work is answering questions. If I get emails from students, I love getting questions from students because they're so like diverse and just coming from every angle. I love it. I will answer it. I spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours on a Zoom call with a ghost hunting group the other night because they had some questions about something that I was involved in, that they were involved in. And we talked and we had a great conversation. I will answer questions out my butt to help you guys out, to help answer it and get clarification. It's just, it's a pet peeve when someone asks a question that has nothing to do. It kind of derails the conversation. Like it's that person that maybe doesn't like the topic or something. Like when you're in a crowd, you're at a party or someone's house or an event, and somebody's standing there listening to your conversation, and out of nowhere they ask, like you're talking about ghosts and skepticism and science, and they're like, "Oh yeah, how was that football game last night?"
Yeah.
It's like,
like what?
The fuck you talking about, dude? Like, what are you talking about? Do we look like we're talking about? Dude, you were standing there. You heard us, right? Like that it pisses me off. Because for me, it's like that person doesn't give a shit about what you were talking about. They just want you to look at them and pay attention to them now. And I can't stand that. So when I get complaint mails like that, I was going to call them C-mails. But then I was like, that might come off wrong. Yes. But now that you know that it's complaint, I think I'm going to call it C-mails. It just annoys me. It annoys me. All right. Damn it, Bob. Get me all fired up, you bastard. Katie, how do you feel about being the Jesus of the bunkers? Oh my goodness. So to be honest, like, all right, if I don't know if he's here, Justin is here from Paranormal Monkey podcast. I like Justin. I enjoy his show. I love watching it when I catch it. And I loved being on the show. I don't like that picture. I really did not like it. And the whole Jesus debunker thing. No, I mean, I might joke about it here and there if I see it, but I really hope it doesn't stick because I just don't like it. I think it's weird and kind of
it's kind of bad taste.
Yeah, I think so. It's just more out of my comfort zone that I'm willing to mock people.
Right.
And I think that really mocks a lot of people. And it doesn't have to be because I don't talk much about religion. So like if you put my face on Zach Bagans' body, that would be funny. Like that would be funny. Yeah. Like, and now we're going to see that. but not on like the Jesus thing. I wasn't too happy with that. But again, like I like Justin, so I mean, it was already out there. What are you gonna do? So there's only so much control you have on something. All right, I need a haircut. Look at this mop. It really does look like it looks like a chamois or something like that. What's that orange thing? The chamois or that towel.
Dating yourself.
The towel that that soaks up all this They made a mop out of it. I thought, and that's what my hair looks like. Sham wow. That skinny guy that looks like he's a crackhead. Are you allowed to say crackhead now? I don't know if you can. I'm going to say it anyway, but yeah. Look, I'm all spiky now. That's because I spiked it. The hat's getting hot. All right. Why? Wait, is Kenny Claus claiming he may not be real? Oh, Cat, come on now. I am not real. I'm just a handsome man in a beard. Julie N, formerly R. Kenny Claus, are you going to get a Santa suit for December's live stream?
I told him he should, but maybe he can wear a hat.
We have one here.
It's going to be really
I know
hot.
we had one. It's going to be hot because my office is actually warmer than everyone else's office. I don't know why, but it's warmer. But when it's cold out, this is great. I love it. It's beautiful. But I don't know. I do have a sweater, a hoodie that I'm going to wear for at least one of the Christmas episodes that Donna got me. But
well, maybe I can get him to wear a hat or something.
I have. There's a hat that says humbug on it. I might wear that.
That would be a perfect.
That's one of our artifacts too. Is down in the case,
that's cool.
so I can grab that out of the case. Yeah, and wear that. Does Christmas fall on a Friday?
No.
What? Let me see.
I believe it's.
Oh, look, December 25th is a Wednesday, so we have the 20th. The 20th will be our show before that, so that'll be good. That'll be fun. All right, let's see. What else do we got here? Bum bum ba-dum 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 ba-dum. Did you get married, Julie? Like, why? Oh, is that why the name changed, or divorced?
Oh.
Like maybe that's it. You're like, formerly R, we're gonna ditch the R. Macy Rose. I like how she puts her hand up. That's nice. I know you have a book list, but do you have a documentary list? Ooh, that's interesting. I don't.
No, good to put together though.
Documentary. I don't. Yeah. I mean, I watched a few. It's difficult because so many are just really bad. They're more mockumentaries than documentaries. One of my favorites, I can say right off the top of my head, Don't Fuck with Cats. So I am not a cat lover. And like Melanie Teresa King knows that. Love you, Melanie. But like, I'm not a cat. Like, I'm not mean. Like, if I see a cat, I'm not going to kick it in the street. I'm not, I don't do that. I'm just allergic to them. That's why I don't like cats. I'm highly allergic to them. So, but that documentary, I think it's a 3-part series called Don't Fuck with Cats. Phenomenal. It's amazing the directions they go, and it shows how anyone can do this kind of job. If you know the right people, if you work together and you look at all the details, it is a prime example of critical thinking, skepticism, and just investigative sleuths that just look at everything. And they found this guy. It all started with a video that where some guy was throwing, you don't see his face, I think, but he's throwing kittens into a river, like in bags. And it angered people, and they started trying to look for him, and it got worse and worse. And eventually the guy killed someone, like a person. And these internet people, not police, not detectives, nothing. They came together and they worked together and they found him, and it's amazing. So I definitely, I would recommend watching it. And I know I see like Jade Kedden can't watch it because the show, the videos I heard. I understand that. Maybe I don't know how it would be a safe way to see it, because seeing the videos is the impact. It doesn't show you it doesn't show you like any gruesome parts, but it does make the point. But yeah, I highly recommend it. So
any other ones?
An Honest Liar. I like that one. That's James Randi, An Honest Liar. But anything else off the top of my head? No, I don't. I can't recall right now. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna I put it down on my homework here, and I'm gonna see if I can start putting a list together, because that sounds like a pretty cool thing. Yeah. Michael Burkeen, what's up, buddy? Kenny, have you ever experienced something on an investigation that made you do the whole double, huh? And by that I mean make you think twice.
All the time.
What? Take my glasses off because of this. All right. That means I'm serious. When I do the Clark Kent Superman.
Right.
Like that?
Experience something on an investigation, like meaning
that made me
investigators are doing?
I'm taking, well, that happens all the time.
Yeah, so that's where I took that question.
Like,
but now I'm reading it again, and maybe
I will say that roughly on average, every investigation I go to, at least 50 times, I mumble, the fuck. Like easily 50 times. But I'm guessing this is more like makes me think twice about, is paranormal real, is like a ghost real, and stuff like that. That's what I think this is going with. And maybe like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, how long has it been now?
It's been,
my God,
it's been
24.
20,
yeah, because it was like early 2000s. Yeah. So yeah, between 20 and 25 years ago.
No, we got married in 97, so it was like 98 we bought our first computer, I think.
Yeah.
And that's when we got into it.
So if you go back about 25 years, a little bit more than 25 years, and ask me that, I would say yeah. But the more I learned, the more of that part of the mystery, that kind of mystery, faded away. And it sounds bad. It sounds like, oh, that kind of sad, but it's not, because it's replaced with a sense of wonder, where, because I learned some things about photography and how light works, and how certain pieces of equipment work, I was able to explain. I knew what was going on. I had an understanding. And prior to that, I didn't have an understanding, and I was completely ignorant of what was going on, and I made shit up. So having an understanding made me feel more confident, and it made me feel better, and it gave me a better sense of excitement and awe, because I was like, oh shit, I know what this is. And it sparked that thirst. Like, I wanted to learn more, and I wanted to learn more and more and more. Obsessed. I am obsessed with learning. I will constantly try to read up on it, and holy shit, like, Pete forbid if I get interested in something you're doing. Like, I will be nonstop 24/7 looking up everything that has to do with that, because my OCD kicks in, and I can't do anything else except focus on investigating and researching that topic. So but no, it really hasn't, like, I would say in the last like 10, 15 years, no, nothing has made me do a double take. I stop though, and I do consider it. I don't do a second guess where like, oh, this might be paranormal. I stop and think things through. I take each step, I look at each detail, and try to figure out what's going on. So, all right. I know that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, moving on. I put a question up there on the screen. Read it. Oh, okay. Puerto Rican. Kenny, I love saying your name. It cracks me up, man. Kenny, have you watched the YouTube channel Small Town Monsters? They do on the Trail of Bigfoot series. Let me see. Small town. I think I've heard of it. Small town monsters. I've heard of it, but I have not watched it. And I can pretty much guarantee that if there's a TV show or series that isn't connected to one of the investigations I've done already or am currently working on, I probably have not watched it because I don't like them. I don't. If I see it's a cookie cutter kind of show, I stop watching it. If they're filled with overactors that can't act, I don't watch it. Can be Fred from Scooby-Doo? Just give him the neckerchief. I do have one.
You do, yeah.
I do have one. Hold on a second.
Oh no!
I think I have it. I gotta find it. I gotta make sure I have it. There it is. I have it.
Found it.
Ah.
Oh, you guys are in for a treat now.
There you go.
And this leads right into the next question.
What is the most obscure item in your office?
I couldn't have played that.
Right. This is a gift from, I believe it was John without an H sent me this as a gift. So yes, I have Fred's neckerchief here, and it is all me. So there you go, boys and girls.
John
Yeah.
says he did.
Yes, he did, because he's awesome. Yeah, there you go. You wanna picture to make fun of me later? Take a screenshot.
Obscure thing in your
There you go.
in your office.
Most obscure thing. So this is one of them.
Yeah, really.
Obscure thing. This is a loaded question. I mean, this is hard. This is hard to answer because there is so much.
You guys really
in here.
have to see this room.
You really, yes. Everyone should come to Buffalo.
Yeah, and then you get a personal tour.
Not at the same time, but you should all come to Buffalo and visit us.
Yeah.
There's 2 hotels, walking distance. So you can stay. I'll give you a tour of the facility. You can see all this stuff.
Yeah, take a trip to Niagara Falls. It's only 20 minutes away.
But I'm looking around and I'm like, what is the most obscure thing?
I think the ascot has to win.
The ascot is one of them.
Probably on the. I mean.
There's so much here that I couldn't. I'm looking around. I'm trying to find what really doesn't fit with everything else.
Too, and I'm having
I mean, I got tons of shit.
I don't know, maybe that Edison guy with the light bulb, holding the light bulb.
Well, that's science. Obscure. That's all science. I mean, he fits in with science.
All right.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's an answer because maybe it's my Scrappy Doo. Ben Rockford sent me that.
Not really.
No, because he is. Yeah, I know. So. It's all over. I can't answer that.
Yeah.
I will think about it, and if something pops up in during my day, I will certainly write it down. But
that's a good one.
Obscure. That's a good one, Macy Rose. I think you stumped me. But that really goes with it though, because again, that also goes with Scooby-Doo. I have things like I have the what is that? The try something award from Harry Potter. It was the games that they did, the triathlon. Yeah, the cup, the silver cup up there. Yeah. I have that. And it lights up too. It's really cool. I have a bong. Wait, no. Is that a bong? No.
Yeah, it is a bong.
It is, right?
Yeah,
a bong?
Yeah, it's a bong.
But it's a skeleton and spine bong. I have that.
Funny. Yeah.
I have my Clark Kent press badge, which is kind of
investigator. It's not really
I guess so. I don't know. I have a whole bunch of stuff here. My Legos. I'm that might be obscure in here. I mean, I have Lego Ghostbusters, but I have on top of my monitors, that I have this monitor in front of me and I have one on either side. But along the top, I have Lego track and minifigures. So I have DC on this side, I have Marvel on this side, and then I have cryptids and Ghostbusters in the middle, or weird space stuff. So that might be obscure.
Yeah, here,
superheroes. It would have to be normal to seem obscure. Oh.
Like normal to, yeah, exactly.
I have Space Needle, pencil sharpener, but I don't have any pencils. I just got it because I wanted it. I have Thor. Thor. This is Disney game, Infinity game. Thor. I have Jack Sparrow.
We could do a whole show on the stuff
with his company.
Let's do that. A half hour with Kenny in his
We do. I have a very large 20-sided die.
And a whole bunch of little ones over here.
And for my Star Wars fans, I have a Republic credit.
He's got a Superman dice.
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. All right, it's break time.
Oh yeah.
All right, let me cue up our pee break video.
Oh, well, hold on.
What?
We're gonna do a thing tonight.
Oh, we're doing a trivia.
Yeah,
we're doing a trivia here. Okay.
So everybody,
there's two things.
take a minute.
Two things you're gonna do. So I have these. Tim Binga gave me these. These are vintage shirts, limited edition, because we only have a few. From the Nashville SciCon that we had, October 2012. It's a large. I only have larges. But you can win this. You can frame it if you want. And the question that we're going to ask has to do with Skeptical Inquirer magazine.
Right.
And if you get it right, you also get a copy of that issue, which is also a vintage. Go ahead. Ready, people? Wait. Make sure you're ready because you're going to have to dig.
Yeah.
So get a pen and a paper because you're going to have to write this shit down.
You're right.
All right, here we go.
Ready? I'll say it twice.
Okay.
Spider-Man appears on the cover of Skeptical Inquirer magazine. Which issue is it?
Ooh.
I'll say it again. Spider-Man appears on the cover of Skeptical Inquirer magazine. Which issue is it? So we're looking for the month and the year.
Okay. All right. With that, and do me a favor, put a capital A in front of your answer. That way we can pick it out much easier. We're going to take a pee break. Donna's like, I got to pee. So think about it. Do your digging. Do your research. Come up with it, and you might win a prize. So we'll see you back here in 4 minutes and 9 seconds from now.
And now for something completely different.
Welcome, my fellow skeptics. Welcome, one and all. I am the chief investigator. Oh, come along, old chap. We will have a ball. Now, if you will excuse me, it's time to open the mic. Good night. Good night. Kenny Diddle for me investigating's my game, and I will have at it. Quick or close. As the head of this committee, hunting for ghosts can be shitty, but there is nothing better that I know. I am a skeptic through and through. I question everything, don't you? Let's open the bar and have some questions, alright. question everything, don't you? Let's open the bar and ask some questions, alright. Maybe you might find an answer or two. Who knows? There may be ghosts in the machine, but trust me, I am not so keen. I prefer to see these things clearly, not in 144 Clee. I am skeptic through and through. I question everything, don't you? If you don't think I am right, let's open mic night. Yeah, yeah. I am a skeptic through and through. I question everything, don't you? If you don't think I am right, let's open mic night. Yeah. If you have an answer or two, let Kenny Biddle solve it for you. Let Kenny Biddle solve it for you. The one and only Kenny Biddle. Kenny Biddle. Kenny Biddle. Kenny
Kenny's jamming.
Yeah, I was jamming. All righty, we got a winner. We got a
do
winner.
have a
We
winner,
do.
and it was really, really quick. This one came in fast. I didn't expect it, but
Took her by surprise.
yeah, it was just good for me because I had plenty of time to for my break.
To be. All right, what is it? What, you're going to read the question again?
Sure.
Right.
Spider-Man appears on the cover of Skeptical Inquirer magazine. Which issue is it?
Okay.
And the answer is on the screen.
Boom. There it is. Look at that. What?
July, August 2007.
There you go. Volume 31, number 4.
Yeah.
Damn.
That means it
Who
was the
are you,
last
Night
one.
Gallant? You know the answer. You knew it. You like got everything. That was
Yeah,
pretty good.
So that was good.
Just like a Google
So
ninja. All right, so you're going to get a copy of the issue itself. Hopefully you don't have it already. And you're going to get a shirt. So do me a favor. Send me a message at the email. Thank you. Send me an email with your address and also like that you won. Don't just send me your address and like no other information because I'll be like, who is this person?
Yeah, right. Send me one.
But yeah, just let me know and then I'll get it out to you this week. Or actually, no, because today's Friday, so I'll get it out to next week. Monday, I'll send it out.
Hopefully you don't live in Canada because you won't get it.
Yeah. I feel so bad.
I know. This is
feel
like
so
the hardest
bad.
Time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the perfect time for them to go on strike, but I feel
Because I
so
still
bad for
got
everybody else.
one more issue of the autographed, right there, Adrian Hill cover story of Skeptical Inquirer. I still have one more for the next, because Ruth from Indiana, Pennsylvania. She's the one that won the first one. She sent me that Christmas card that we showed last week. Oh, here it is. Right there. That one.
Oh, yeah, penny clause.
She asked for a pony. So, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. Maybe because I know there's at least 2 people to have stuff in the mail that is trapped in limbo. Canadian limbo.
Yeah, that sucks.
That does
But
suck.
If you want to send something to Kenny Claus,
Oh,
address.
there you go.
Go
Send it
across the
to,
screen.
yes, Skeptical Inquirer. Send it to me. I like mail. Postcards, letters, pictures, whatever fan art. That was actually cool. I think that was Michael that sent me a fan art that I'm going to hang up. I'm going to hang it up on the wall here. So, but awesome. But yeah, I love getting mail because every day I walk over to the mail slot and it's empty.
Oh, he gets so sad.
I know. We need sad music. There you go. Keep it going. Keep it going. I get no mail. It's just an empty bin. It's a dark and cold room. And it's just me. And I sit there and I hug myself just to feel special. That was funny.
I hope I was loud enough that they heard it. Probably not.
They're watching at home like, what the hell am I watching? People that just popped in were like, what's going on here?
Right,
Who died? All right. Oh, violins. Thank you, Macy Rose. I did. Thank you, Bob. Bob sent me stuff.
Yeah, Bob sent stuff.
Where'd it go?
I don't know.
I think I took it home.
Yeah,
Did I take it home?
did.
I did take it home. Yeah, I took it home. Bob sent me a few things, a couple books that I do have in the back here. I did not give them to Tim. I kept them for myself. And then he also sent me 2 postcards, like vintage Star Tours from Disney World, Star Tours postcards, which is awesome. And he filled them both out. Did I take them? I thought I left. Oh, right. No, they're right here. I knew I didn't take them home.
Yeah,
Look at these things. They're awesome. I love these things.
Wow, how cool.
Yeah. And then he wrote on the back, and this one is really cool. He's like, be careful removing this tape. I caught an orb and do not want it to get away before you get a chance to examine it. And then I pulled the tape off because he knew I would. And he wrote underneath, like, I knew you would do this. You got me. That's good. You know me, Bob. So yes, thank you so much. You did. I love getting packages. And it's fun because
he got sad. We came home from the movies today and there was a little box on the porch and he's like, oh, who's that for? And it was for me. It was an Amazon box. And he just like, everybody gets boxes around here except for me.
I don't give a box.
That's exactly how he said it. And I'm like, well, you
I don't
gotta
got a
order
box.
your shit. I gotta order my shit.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's funny because like Vance is one of my coworkers here, and he'll walk by the office. So like that's my doorway right there. And usually there's lights on, but he'll walk by out there. It's like a little lobby. He'll walk by and go, you got a package. And I'm like, and I run over. I'm like, oh, look, I got a package. Daddy got a package. And then usually if it's like a package, and especially if I don't know who sent it, like it's a big thing. Everyone comes in because they want to see like what did like a mystery person send you. So it's a big community event. We love it. All right, moving on. Let's get back into some of these questions. I got to put my eyes on. Redman, what's up, buddy? What do you think of the experts before Congress concerning the recent UFO hearings, asking for a crazy friend? I thought it was a joke. The only one that I kind of liked was the last guy. So I forget his name. I did write down like names of people, but I don't think I have it in front of me here. But there were 4 guys. One was, I think, a former NASA employee or NASA engineer. And I kind of like some of the stuff that he said, just, saying, hey, like, we need to know a little bit more. But overall, I found it ridiculous because the point of it was, the point of the whole hearing was for more disclosure, for them to call it, because they're supposed to be whistleblowers or something, like they're supposed to tell you more stuff, to release more information. But I count it like over 20, 22 times, something like that, where the witnesses said, I can't answer that in an open forum. I'll be happy to answer that behind closed doors. It was like, well, dude, what
are you doing here?
All 4 of them are complaining about, we need government to release more information. We need to know more. And then they themselves are saying, no, we're not going to tell you. We can't tell you that. You know, like, fuck off. Oh my God. It's pointless.
It's a total waste of money.
I think the one guy is just in it for profit because he just released that book, Imminent, which I read 2 chapters. I think I talked about it Tuesday night. I read 2 chapters. That's all I need to read because it's horrible. The assumptions, the made up word salad bullshit that he recites in those 2 chapters. I mean, he's talking about orbs, fucking orbs in his house. It's supposed to be about UAPs and UFOs. Yeah, I agree. I think they want jobs on UFO shows. I think that's it. I think this is like a retirement thing, you know, to supplement your retirement income when you retire from the military or something like that. For these guys, at least, they're trying to get on the conference circuit, you know, like pay for my hotels, pay for my travel, and give me a fee so I can go around and talk about my disclosure, my undisclosed disclosure shit that, you know, I have all this information, but I'm not going to tell you because I can't, but I'm going to tell you anyway, but I'm not.
All right. We're going to move on.
Get in the middle of a rant.
I know, but look.
You get a lot of questions. Watch your blood pressure. You're not young anymore.
We're going to move on before it can
Ugh.
cause any problem.
It's so stupid. It's ridiculous.
What's it like being Kenny Biddle?
Fun.
Fun.
It's fun. It really is fun. It is fun.
I would have to agree
It is
with
fun.
that. Kenny
I mean,
Biddle's, like,
it's fun.
He absolutely loves his job.
I love my job. I love most of the people that I work with. I love the people that I interact with. I love doing this kind of stuff and interacting with people that have similar or very similar, kind of similar, opposite, completely opposite beliefs. I love interacting with everyone. I love trying to just live life. And so, and to learn more every day, learn something, to read, having the ability to just access the world's information for the most part on my phone.
Yeah, we should probably like have like a government like law where you cut cell phones off at a certain time. Like I think like
What?
get back to some family time. You know, like for dinner.
This is family time.
If we just shut down everything for like 2 hours a day, it would give a lot of people like just a break.
You'd have so many teenagers going, I'm bored.
Yeah, they actually
Bored.
that would be the 2 hours a day that
Bored.
they would do good in their class.
I think the problem is that they already know what they can do. Like we grew up without it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a big deal because we didn't know about it.
Right.
It was not part of our being or
Maybe
our
that's what I'm
worldview. So I think that's what it is. And sometimes you need to disconnect and go offline.
And they don't understand.
They don't understand
being
that. They don't want to.
offline.
I mean, I can do that. I mean, I love working in the garage and I love working on projects like that where I just leave my phone alone and I'm not on anywhere. But what it's like. But there's also a dark side. There's a dark side of it. You know, you get some pretty good hate coming your way. And it's sad. It is sad to see the ignorance in the world and just that people hate you because you don't agree with them, because you don't think the way they do. If you don't accept them, well, if you don't believe what they're saying just because they're saying it, the amount of just vile hate that comes your way, you know, that's why I made it a rule. I don't engage. Like I just, as soon as I see that sign, I move on, you know, cut them off. I don't mind blocking people. I don't mind cutting them off and just ignoring them, putting a rule in my Outlook so they go into the junk file. You know, I'm not going to bother with it because I'm just going to waste time. You know, I'd rather enjoy having conversations with people that are willing and that are interested in having conversations and hearing what I have to say, that are interested in presenting what they want to say and having someone listen to them. You know, like I enjoy that. So, and I enjoy a lot of things. What's it like to be Kenny Biddle? It's fun. It's chaotic. It's fucked up. But there's rum. So there's that. That's good. And I got toys.
Yeah, I'm hanging around.
And then well, I got Donna. yeah.
Thanks.
Now I feel bad. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Well, the reason I can be this way is because of you. So if you weren't around, I would just be a workaholic and probably boring.
You kind of are sometimes now.
Alcoholic, workaholic.
You're not really an alcoholic.
Nah. But if I didn't have anyone around,
maybe.
I would never go home. And if I went home, it would just be to work. You know, because like if no one's home, why go home?
Eat. Let the dog.
I can order out.
You'd have to have a dog.
I don't know if I'd have a dog.
I don't think you would.
I wouldn't because I couldn't take care of anyone. All right. Let's move on from this. This was started out fun, and then I got all depressing and shit. So, all right, let's move on. You watched Amy's Crypt? What do you think of them and their apps they have created? Is this Amy? Let me see. Amy's Crypt. Explorer of haunted locations. About who is this? Amy, explorer of creepy things. Follow my journey across America, Europe. I have not. Did I look this up before? I might have. She actually has a nice website. It's a pretty decent website. Oh, she was at Hinsdale House.
You gonna add it to your list?
I'll add it to my list here. It doesn't. Oh, geez. Strike one is the YouTube thumbnails have pretty much the same shit. So look at this. I'm going to show you. So you see what I'm looking at. I do not like this. I do not like that gawking like, oh my God, face that are on videos. Yeah. Yeah. I do not like that at all. Merge, contact, haunted places. I don't know if there's more videos. I mean, these thumbnails are better. I like these better because they're just of the places. That's good. But maybe I wonder if it's let's see. Oh wait, YouTube. Let's see YouTube. Let's go to our YouTube channel. Don't play. Look at that. I do not like that at all. No. I think it's just silly. I know it's what kids do these days, but it's just the same dumb look.
Yeah, we just scroll right past them.
Yeah, like I have no interest in looking at these because they're all the same kind of thing.
That means it's the same kind of story.
So, Amy's Crypt rarely claims paranormal and the things that they created say for entertainment purposes only. Well, that's good. That is good. I'm glad. Let's see. Does it actually say that? Let's look on the about section. Let me again share it so you guys can see. So you're not just taking my word for it. Oh, wait, there we go. All right, let me take this off. Banner. I need more. I need a better screen. All right, so hi, my name is Owen. Welcome to Travel Paranormal Locations. Subscribe, collabs, website, behind the scenes. So this doesn't say for entertainment only on the about section. So I don't know if it might be on the it might be on the videos. But I will add it to my list. I got a lot to watch. Amy's Crypt.
Oh, we have the weekend.
Yeah. Is there, let me ask this, Cree. Is there a particular episode that you would recommend? Because I've had bad luck when I pick my own episode. Because to be honest, like I usually, like, when this kind of thing comes up and I pick an episode, I watch something that really sticks out. Like the last one, I forget the channel, but I looked at their interpretation of the Warrens and I didn't like the presentation. I didn't like the way the format was. So, but yeah, okay. I mean, I see some of the comments coming in and like this. I'm old. They are a lovely couple who travel. So I don't want to say anything personal. I don't think I said anything personally about them or about these. I just don't like those thumbnails. Yeah, it's a turn off to me. As soon as I see them, I just don't like them because I think it's
just not like when you're zooming through the videos, it's not something that we would stop at. Right.
I see these no matter who it is, and I just scroll past it because I have no interest in watching them. But I will. I'll take a look at one of them. So yeah, if you can recommend, give me a minute and I'll look. Honestly, they were pretty good. They built Ghost Tube. Oh.
You know who they are?
Ghost Tube. I hate that app. I don't like that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people saying that's who they.
Yeah, I really don't. They are the ones who invented Ghost Tube apps. I think that's just, even if it says entertainment only, I've seen where they've promoted it and they try to get people to use it, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I mean, I'll try to watch these, but I have had one interaction with them before about GhostTube and it wasn't good. But you know, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything bad about them personally. Yeah. I just don't like their products. So, all right, moving on. Kenny, why do you have the tattoo of the Egypt eye on your back? I was interested to know. How do you know that?
That's what I was going to say.
How do you know that, Tara? Did I? No, actually, I've said it before. I've said it before where I'm like, how do you know? You're making me sweat. You're like, oh, shit. Yeah. No, people don't want to see that. Not last like 5 more years. So I like Egyptian mythology. So I have the Eye of Ra on my back. And it's like that big. You know what that is. You can see it. It's easy. It's a nice size.
Like you can see it.
I can see it if I take a picture, but I can't see it. But it was. I figured it was like I wanted something just in the back, because I was in shape at the time. So it was like something where if I wore a tank top, you'd see it. And I do like Egyptian mythology. So, and it kind of mixes or meshes with my love of Stargate. So I'm a big Stargate fan. I love the movie and all the series, even SGU. But I'm rewatching that. But I'm still watching. But Ra was, that was the first baddie, and it kind of felt, like, oh, I'll get a little Egyptian mythology and Stargate all in one ink. So there you go. What does your shirt say? Science, because figuring things out is better than making stuff up. Which I fully agree with. Yeah. So I really do like it. Science to me is just really, really, it's the best tool we got for understanding the world around us. And I've said it many times before, but when science does make a mistake, because it does, nothing is set in concrete. I think that's something people overlook or don't understand, that science puts things out and it's not in concrete. Oh, thank you, Kim. I love you back. Thank you for the $10. I appreciate that. That's awesome. You're amazing. I love you so much. So yes, I mean, it's science. When it does make a mistake, we're the ones that figure it out. Science is self-correcting. That's the nature of science, which is great. I mean, I think it's a wonderful way to look at the universe and to explore and to the thirst for knowledge and understanding. I mean, that's all what I'm about. So I'm right there. All right. That was good. I like that. Night Gallant. Kenny, have you read Houdini's book about debunking spiritualism, etc.? What did you think of them? So yes, I have it. It's actually, I think it's above right here. It's a magician among the thieves. A mission. Oh my God. A magician among the spirits. That's what it's called. I don't know why I can't talk. But yes, I read it. I loved it. I thought it was excellent. And his approach, I think, it matched who he was talking to. Hello, Caroline. Good to see you. It matched who he was talking about and who he was talking to. So sometimes he was very blunt and in your face. And I think that's what needs to be done sometimes. Because, I mean, like, I have an opposing viewpoint for many of the people that I interact with in the paranormal community. But what I see from the TV shows and from groups, this very, very high confidence in what they're saying, even though they don't really know if it's true or not. So if I do the same thing, if I come in with the same confidence and the same, what would it be? Bravado, I think. Is that the word I'm looking for? Let me see. What does bravado mean? Bravado. Definition: a bold manner or a show of boldness intended to impress or intimidate. Yes, I was right. Ding, ding, ding. If I came in with the same bravado of ghosts are real, demons are real, I know it. If I came in with my version of that, saying, no, ghosts are not real, demons are not real, and I know it, I would get jumped on right away. I would have people yelling at me and screaming like, what are you fucking talking about? And so many people would be upset that I made such a bold statement. But Houdini does that sometimes, and I think it's necessary. I think you should be able to do that when you are responding to someone with the same approach coming at you. I mean, I don't really always do that. I try to take a more relaxed approach, but sometimes, you got to let loose. Other times with the Davenport brothers, which if you look them up, they were more magicians. They did spiritualist things with the spirit cabinets and all kinds of work like that. But the Davenport brothers, well, the one brother that was alive when Houdini got to talk to him, never admitted or claimed to be a spiritualist or talking to spirits. They knew what they were doing. It was an act. And he actually agreed to show some of the tricks to Houdini, so he could see the secrets and all that. So really good book. I do recommend it. A Magician Among the Spirits. It's a really good insight into Houdini's mind. So definitely recommend it.
No, I should write a book like that. Secrets of Ken's Mind. Don't you think that'd be kind of cool?
It's like the multiverse of madness.
I'd love to know.
Cat Mac. So Kenny doesn't like the blasphemous picture, but can we still call him Kenny Claus? Yes. I'm better with that. I mean, I'm good with that imaginary guy.
Yeah.
Just not the other imaginary guy. I think it's just more the look.
There's a difference.
Like that. It's twofold. One, it's mocking. I see how it can mock a group of people. And then the other way, and I don't know if there's a difference between, I don't know. I don't know how exactly to say this, mentality between like people in the US and people in the UK. I know there's a different approach and behavior towards certain things. So I don't know if it's much more acceptable over there. It just made me feel weird. Plus, it kind of puts you on a pedestal, you know, and it, like I felt like I was being put up, and now everyone's saying, "Oh, Kenny's like debunking Jesus and stuff like that," which I tried to make fun of it, like to liken it to Deadpool, like I am debunking Jesus, but it still feels weird, and I'm not comfortable with it, so I'm not gonna use it. I'm just hopefully gonna let it pass. Go away. So moving on to the next question. Oh, Donna, I see you put your banner up.
For 10 minutes, I'm taking it down. No more questions.
All right. What is your favorite era of Scooby-Doo? I am partial to What's New, Scooby-Doo. So I like the original cartoons. I like the original ones, I believe, from the 60s. They were corny in a good way. I think there was a little bit of comedy mixed in, and if you're a kid, it was funny. But they also had some science in it. And I mean, I looked up some of the early episodes because I was going to do a review on what's that, Thelma? That horrible show that thankfully got canceled. But I started looking up older episodes and looking at the science that they provided, and it was good science. It was solid science. So I like that because they not only did they solve the mystery, which is better than any of the ghost hunting shows. Velma, sorry. Yeah, better than any of the ghost hunting shows of today or the last 10 years. Like, they don't solve mysteries. They well, for the most part, some of them do. Let me correct that. Some actually debunk a few things here and there, but for the most part, they don't. So Scooby-Doo solved the mystery by the end. They gave you some good science during the show. They gave you some comic relief, and it usually made me hungry. So, because, you know, Scooby snacks and the big sandwiches. I mean, when they had the big hoagie sandwiches.
Made you hungry.
Yeah, I watched it.
I was thinking like hungry.
Shit, hungry.
Stuff, and you're like, I'm hungry. Like, I need some food.
Holy shit! Do you see that? Ghost Wiener gifted 50 memberships. That means he bought 50 memberships for people. It goes out to a bunch of people that's awesome. You are amazing.
Thank you.
Wow. That's mind-blowing. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I hope everyone else appreciates it, because you get those extra emojis as your members. Yeah. One of which is a special tea. Anyone a member watching, put some of them in there, because I don't think I've seen them. I don't know if I've seen no, I don't know if it comes up.
Oh, I haven't seen any things on my end, but maybe, I don't know, this is how they see it on.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at that. Yeah.
YouTube.
Okay, maybe they see them. Oh, yeah, maybe it's just on YouTube.
I don't, yeah.
That's, yeah. I'm keeping Amy's Crypt up here because I want to watch it, because even though I don't think
it looks like they're trying to put them in.
I see it. Okay. So yeah, StreamYard's not showing them, which means now I got to go to YouTube. I got to go look. I want to see what's going on, because that looks awesome. I want to see, because I haven't seen like my own. Wait, shut up. There we go. Oh, there it is. Look, I can see him. I see him. There's a special tea. And the damn it, Bob. And the skeptical. And the bullshit. That is so awesome.
So you're going to have to.
Oh, that is so cool. Look at them all.
I don't see them on Facebook.
No, because it's only YouTube.
Oh, it's only YouTube.
So it's YouTube members. So because YouTube have their own membership kind of thing. So when you're a member, there's certain perks that you get. So like this is like a free plug. Basically,
everybody's putting them in there.
I wish they were coming up. I see them here. So yeah, you can join and be a member to like channels. If you have a channel that you like, it's really cool. And it allows you to do things like, extra content. So like I do behind the scenes kind of videos, or more intimate kind of like personal thoughts kind of videos that I post to members only. Tuesday night, I did a members only live stream like this. But one of the really cool things is that you get to do your own custom emojis. And like I sat here for an entire day after work, not during work. I want to make that clear just in case my boss is watching. But I sat here one night and created these custom emojis, and then figured out how to put them in there and like size requirements and all that. So there's a specialty. There is a skeptical, like smiley face kind of thing.
Carissa, I believe that it is only for YouTube members.
Yeah, it's only for YouTube. Yeah. Facebook doesn't have membership things like that, but YouTube does. And so, yeah, it's got a specialty, a skeptical face where it's like one eyebrow is raised. And it's got a little picture of a bull taking a dump. But it's so small you can't really see it. There is a little pile of dump.
Wow.
And then there's one that says "Damn it, Bob" in the Peanuts font. So yeah, I'm glad everyone's liking it. Thank you again for all those membership. That's awesome. That is really cool. That's so nice of you. All right, Kenny, they all keep you on your toes. That's right. All right, let's keep going here. Kenny, you're the type of person who intently watches car chase scenes for the disappearing and repeat. Yes, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
And we'll watch it all night long.
Yeah, I will watch them. I love those kind of videos. I love picking out stuff. Like we watched The Wizard of Oz. Like it was a week or two ago, and
he was just like messing
I was
with
picking out things like, oh, there's the edge. There's the painting. I can see the painting now.
And in my head, I'm going, shut up. You don't let me tell me your movies. And then I just gave him this stink eye. Like,
Yeah.
Like, what the
Then
fuck?
I shut up. And I just, in my head, I was like, I see that. I see the zipper. I see the zipper. That's not a real monkey.
Yeah, exactly. I knew that. I could hear it across the
I love that
couch
kind of stuff. But
coming
you know
out of
what?
your head.
You know what? Like that can go, like, it's not part of the list of documentaries that we talked about earlier, but watching those kind of YouTube videos that do nothing but continuity errors or mistakes or goofs that they leave into the films, watching those kind of videos help improve your ability to spot inconsistencies. So I watch a lot of those, and it helps me with when I watch like ghost hunting shows or ghost hunting videos, because I'm looking at it and I'm naturally looking for discrepancies. I'm looking for continuity errors, something that doesn't line up right. It was in that scene, but they just went back to it, and now something's gone. It's missing. So I love it. I drive people crazy with picking the bad edits, but especially in the 70s and 80s. I love looking at that stuff. And it, you know what? It adds an extra layer, because sometimes you watch, depending on the movie, like if you watch a movie that you really like, I mean, I can watch one over and over again. I watch Star Wars like all the time, like a lot. But you can go back to these old movies that you might not watch again on your own, but now it's like, oh, I want to see that scene. So I will watch an entire movie just to see that scene where they fucked up.
It's funny because now that you're talking about it, the continuity, because like when I'm in the house doing absolutely nothing all day, running around cleaning and stuff, I usually have friends playing in the background.
Oh yeah.
The sitcom, like,
Yeah.
And I pick out so many continuity errors now, like just between scenes. Like you can tell, if Rachel flipped her hair back, or
Right.
if Phoebe's necklace has changed direction.
See, yeah.
Like I've been picking up stuff like that, which is like kind of cool.
Yeah,
and I'm not sitting there literally watching all day
Right.
long. Like I'm running back and forth. Like Kenny knows, he'll come home for lunch and
it's
I'll
on the
be
TV. Yeah,
doing something and it's on. But
that's good. That's good. You're welcome. See, that's what I'm going to take total credit for that. Like, because you're picking them out. Yeah.
And over and over again.
Like, see, look, there's the detail.
Do it in the Big Bang too.
Yeah. It's fun.
It's harder in Big Bang.
But
Friends is pretty easy.
It increases the rewatchability. I mean, of things like that, because you want to see the mistake.
Yeah.
Especially when you go to like older TV shows that were in 4:3 and you look at them now because they expanded them to the 16:9. So you get more of the picture. A lot of Stargate episodes, there are people that are waiting to walk into the scene, and you couldn't see them before on the early seasons because it was all 4:3. But when you watch the DVD versions or Blu-ray versions and they expand it, you see them waiting on the side.
Oh, that's messed up.
I love it. I love it. All right, moving on.
Wow.
We got a lot of questions. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I cut them off, but you know.
Oh, we're going to hour 3. So Rican and Kenny, are you the type of? Oh wait, this is we did this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Here
okay.
we go.
Have you ever investigated a haunted doll or item in your office or home for like a long hi, 1980s cult. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You know what? I talk like that.
I do too. I do too. Home for like a long period of time and focused on just that. If so, what step did you take? So I have a bunch of stuff that people have given me. They're out in display cases right now. But some of the things, yeah, I've left out. And I mean, it's not really investigating. It's more stakeouting because there's not much to investigate. Like if they say that there's a claim like a doll walks around, then it's basically just putting a doll out in the open and waiting for it to move around. There is a tall, like, I think it's like 3 feet tall clown doll that's out in the lobby, out in our reading room. It's not encased in anything. It's just on the side. It's between a large display case and a small bookcase where there was just enough room for it to stand there. And that has a story that it walks around, and it's got the porcelain feet or porcelain shoes. So if it's a hard surface, like a hardwood floor, that's what the original lady told me, that she could hear the clicking, the clack, 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 clack of it walking around, and she would find it in different places. So that's been out for years now. So that's the kind of thing that I'll do. I'll just leave it out. Or if it does have like the necklace that was supposed to choke you when you slept, if you fell asleep with it on, it would choke you. And I tried it, and then she tried it.
Well, yeah, I was.
You volunteered completely over your own free will.
Right. Yeah, here, wear this, honey. So if you choke during the night,
I'll be there.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry. What could happen?
We'll know that it was a haunted necklace.
My skeptic aura will just protect you. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the steps I take are based on the claim being made. If it says it'll do something to someone, like harm them, then I'll run through the steps that I was told, to see if it happens. If it walks around or moves around, I'll leave it out. I've got quite a few dolls that either walk, move, or teleport, depending on like the story, around on their own. None of them have. They've all been exactly where I put them. They never move, even when I beg them to.
Yeah.
And I'm here a lot at night. Who was saying that? Was that you?
Mm-hmm.
The other night we were talking that we were here. No, I was talking with Eric behind the wall.
Oh, okay.
We were talking with somebody. Somebody came to visit.
Okay.
It was a guy from Colorado that came to visit, and he asked about. We did a tour, and he was asking about some of it, and he was like, "Does anything move?" And Eric was like, "There's been nights I've been here to like 7, 8, 9 more," and he's like, "Once you turn the lights out," he's like, "all I can think about is there's haunted dolls."
You got him creeped out.
I do, but nothing ever moves. It's never moved on him, so I'm still waiting. So there you go. I hope I answered your question. Cat Mac, Kitty Claus, ho ho ho.
He's feeling good now.
What do you do with all the crappy books you bought but don't want to keep? Is there an island of bullshit books that they get sent to? So yes and no. I don't get rid of books. I do not. I really don't. I have done once. I purged once when we moved up here because there was just too much. But normally I keep them, even the ones that I don't like, I keep because I want to reference them later, especially if I write about them. If I write or do a video or mention them in like a podcast or something, I want to keep them on hand just in case a question comes up later. I do, on that note, I do have a box that is labeled Kenny's picks for worst paranormal books of all time.
Yeah, he does have that.
And it is full. There are several. You know what? I'll post a picture in the members only section, which pretty much everyone on YouTube watching right now should be a member now. Because thanks to the generous gift. But there's several books in there that I despise because they are just so full of shit that they make people dumber by reading them. So that's not objective. That's just my thoughts. Actually, it is objective. I felt dumb when I read it. But that's basically it. I don't get rid of books. You could give them to CFI libraries. Hey, I know who that is.
We actually go to like yard sales and flea markets. Like everybody knows, Kenny loves them. But he'll pick up books that he doesn't want other people to pick up because they're so bad.
I do.
I'm like, why are we buying these? He's like, because they can't be out. Like somebody else cannot get this book.
I have half a bookshelf. So like half of one of these shelves over there that is all Sylvia Browne books. And I can't help it. Like that woman was so vile.
He will pay for it just to get it off their table.
I'll buy it. It doesn't matter. I won't even haggle. It's like, I'll take all these. How much you want for them? Okay, fine. Just so somebody else doesn't get them that might take them seriously and read them because it's just such a bad. I won't burn books because I am totally against book burning, but I will save them.
Taking up space, so we could use some for fire.
They'll just go into a box and go into the attic and never be seen again.
I want them in my house.
I'll bury them. We have that extra land.
Maybe I can make like little. Can make little page people or something, hang them from the tree.
You should do there should be a video of you just out, just digging a hole. Like, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what's in that box.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit. Going in the hole.
Biodegradable, so it's not like, paper will turn to a good mulch.
Yeah, that's true. That wouldn't be burning.
No.
I'm totally against book burning. All right, let's. Woo. Let's take another one on. Yeah, because I'm gonna try and go a little faster.
Okay.
Do you have any favorite ghost folk tales or ghost story collections? I want near and dear to me. I had what's his name? I totally forget. He's near and dear to me, but I just don't remember the guy's name. Oh my god. Where?
I don't know which part you're talking about. James Randi.
Hold on. No.
Houdini.
Oh my god. Okay, there it is. Charles Adams.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Charlie Adams.
I
had a brain fart. So, wow, my butt is really big. I'm catching YouTube delay here, and I'm like, damn, I'm not going to get up anymore. I will remain seated for the remainder of this broadcast. So Charlie Adams was he's a writer. I met him once. I met him actually twice, but he's a writer. He wrote a lot of ghost stories of kind of books. So like of Philadelphia or Philadelphia ghost stories, Cape May ghost stories, all kinds of books like that. And that's really where I started because he did a book where we went to Hawk Mountain, one of my first ghost hunts. Hawk Mountain for
is freaky, though.
Matthias Schombacher.
Oh my god, it was a freaky story, and it's a freaky place.
It was a good story, and it inspired me enough to actually travel to this cemetery where the guy's buried, because he's supposed to come out the grave and all this stuff. So back when I was a ghost hunter, so I really enjoyed his books. He's a really good storyteller. Mark Nesbitt's Ghost of Gettysburg series, I love those kind of and I consider them all folklore, not actually true ghost stories. So yeah, I enjoyed them. I wouldn't say grew up on them, but early 80s, 90s.
The paranormal investigation part of us enjoyed those stories. Yeah,
I enjoyed them a lot, and got some places to go to, and I'm actually featured in Cape May Ghost Stories, I think Volume 3. I'm in there because I sat and talked to him and gave him a story that I had from one of the places in Cape May.
Oh yeah, and you guys might not know this, but Kenny used to actually give ghost talks in Cape May.
Oh, thanks for bringing that up. Yeah. Appreciate that. Yeah. No, I did. I was a tour guide in Cape May for one season. We would go down there, and
almost every weekend.
It was actually fun because I took the script that they gave me, and I think I talked about this Tuesday night.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I was talking about how I took the script and I actually researched and found more information about the history of the places, because I focused more on the history and gave the ghost story as like not an afterthought, but like an epilogue. Like it was more like, oh, here's all the history, the famous people that stayed here, and this, and oh, by the way, there's a ghost here. Here's the ghost story. But I would research the stories and find newspaper articles and actually find them all so I could present them to the audience, which was actually fun. It was fun. Plus, it got me into some of the places because they knew who I was and they let me come in. So really fun. All right. There you go. That was a short answer.
Yeah, it was still
right?
long.
That was short. Kenny Claus, does Donna stroke your beard?
No.
No. That would be weird. So I'm not used to having a beard. Usually
himself. All right, that's what you were doing. You did it.
That was good. I hope everyone is watching this so they saw everything and not just listening in the background. Or like, wait, Kenny's stroking it on his own. What the hell's going on? So I don't know. Any guys out there with beards, long beards, let me know what goes on, because I usually get to like this stage, and after like I usually shave it off by hair.
Yeah.
So because like as I'm like this, I can feel it, like I feel it all over. It's like super sensitive in the area, and it's weird. Like sometimes it hurts. Like if I go like this, sometimes it kind of stings. It's weird. Or I don't know if it's like, even if I just like doing this, I can feel it all over, and I don't know if that stops. That's usually what drives me crazy enough that I'm like, get this off. So, but now that we're in a farther north than we used to be, and like it's colder, I'm gonna keep it for a while.
Oil or something.
Beard oil. I need something like that. So again, like any guys out there that have gone through this, send me an email or something. Let me know like your experience, because beards are icky. Is that because you can't grow one?
Moving on.
Is Kenny aware of that his work was mentioned on the Tech Stuff podcast? I am, because I did an interview for him. That I believe that's the one about testing a new phone camera, and it had to do with lens flare.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I do have. Do I have that up there? No, I don't. So yeah, I talked to the gentleman that wrote that article, and he's really, he was nice. He was really cool. He approached it with, I'm pretty sure I know what this is, but I'd like more of an expert opinion. And I was like, well, I'll try and help. And we talked for a good hour. So yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It was really cool. Good interview. I enjoy doing stuff like that. You need to leave it for a while. It desensitizes over time. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. Like, I'm just wondering. I'm trying. Like, I'm going to be like, so I'm trying to leave it alone. And do stuff like, constantly clean it. And like, I have this like balm stuff.
Oh, you put that on there?
Bag balm sometimes because it itches a lot.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
like.
Kind of like your face is probably dry.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm figuring. Yeah.
You need some kind of oil, I think. We'll
Okay.
look into it.
Skeptical Health Bar, your place for skepticism, paranormal, and beard health. Any beard products out there that want to sponsor me? Here it is.
There we go.
I'll keep it as long as someone sponsors me. Do you think you remain hardcore skeptic because if you were to change, you would be in danger of losing your position at CFI? Ghost Quest. Good question. No, that's not a condition of my employment. So I remain a hardcore skeptic because what is constantly presented as evidence is of poor quality, to be honest. It's usually poor quality because it's not followed through by a scientific methodology. It is a very amateur technique that brings data to light, but it doesn't go through the extra steps to confirm that this is evidence in support of their belief. It's usually just kind of it's almost like lawn darts, honestly. We throw out some gadgets here and there. If they blink, if they make a noise, it's paranormal. That's the general sense of it. That's the majority that I see out there. Now, aside from that, there are groups out there that really do a good job at looking into things, researching it, debunking it themselves, or finding explanations for a lot of this alleged anomalous activity. But so much of it is not. And we see so much of it on YouTube and on network television and this and that kind of stuff. Skeptical beard oil. It's so good you won't believe. Skeptical beard oil. I love how you can just derail and insert just putting up something funny like that. That's skeptical beard oil. Okay.
Time for a commercial.
It is?
Yeah.
Let me finish. Can you put that question back up?
About losing
so yeah, I it's not a condition of my employment here. We're always looking, and I mean, I'm always curious, and my employers and the board of directors, everybody knows that. Like, I've made it no secret. I've told them directly, because every year we have board meetings, and I have reports that go to the board. And when I've addressed the board, I've told them straight up, like, I'm looking for it. If I find it, I'm going to talk about it. If I really find it. But if I find it, I want to make sure before I put it out there to the public, I want to make sure that shit's good. And if it's not, because if it's not, I look like an idiot. And I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be the idiot. I don't want to. I want to know what I'm talking about. So, let's see. So I'm a hardcore skeptic also because of all the more learning, the constant learning. If there's a situation where I'm not sure of, instead of making stuff up or hypothesizing, or in layman's terms, more like putting out assumptions here and there and then accepting them as fact. Instead of doing that, I'm going to learn about that topic. I want to dive into it head first and learn everything I can so I have an understanding. When I get that understanding, then I can come back and revisit and give an informed opinion to everyone, so that when anyone like you or anyone else fact checks me, you can see, like, all right, this is where he got his information from. It checks out. So I'm a hardcore skeptic, not because of any fear of losing my position. I have no fear of that. I'm good at what I do. I'm dedicated to what I do. So they know I do a good job. And I'm going to continue to do a good job. So I think I answered that question.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, you answered it well.
Oh my god! Oh, don't you love the Donnatude? All right, so let's hey, Ghost Wiener, so awesome to you. See, thank you. Ghost Wiener is awesome. Ghost Wiener is the wiener of the day. In a good way. We like hot dogs. All right, so we're gonna play Donna's song. We're gonna go into hour 3 because we got a couple questions to keep going. So we will see you back here in 2 minutes and 35 seconds from now.
In the skeptical helper, there's a guiding star, keeping chats in line. She's the queen of the bar, with a wink and a smile. She keeps things flowing. Divine Donna's on the scene to keep you from trolling. Divine Donna, watch her keep the show on track. Moderates with flair, she's got your back. With her love, Kenny Biddle every Friday night. In the skeptical help bar, she's a delight. Start your questions with a capital Q, so Donna can pose them for you. Follow the Swayze rule and be nice, or she'll kick you out for life. Divine Donna, watch her keep the show on track. Moderates with flair, she's got your back. With her love, Kenny Biddle every Friday night. In the skeptical help bar, she's a delight. Rarely says a word, unlike her hubby. Doesn't let the show run into hour 3. She may be quiet, but she reads all the chats. So say hi, or thanks, she deserves that. Divine Donna, watch her keep the show on track. Moderates with flair, she's got your back. With her love, Kenny Biddle every Friday night. In the skeptical help bar, she's a delight. Rarely says a word, unlike her hubby. Doesn't let the show run into hour 3. She may be quiet, but she reads all the chats. So say hi, or thanks, she deserves that. Divine Donna, watch her keep the show on track. Moderates with flair, she's got your back. With her love, Kenny Biddle every Friday night. In the skeptical help bar, she's a delight. The skeptical help bar, she's a delight.
In the skeptical help bar, she's a delight.
Thanks, guys. That's all your
She feels the love. She feels the love. She loves it. I mean, I'm during the break, I'm sitting here telling her, like, you're famous. You're famous. People love you. They love your comments, your laughter, and all that. She's like, no, they love you. Like, they tolerate me. They love you. There's a difference. All right, we're gonna try and get some of these questions because, to be honest, like, Donna has been up since like 4 this morning.
I got up at 4:30.
4:30 this morning because of Black Friday sales, because, you know, people in America love to be crazy and shit and go shopping. I just order shit from Amazon and let them come to my door.
Well,
So
it wasn't for me because I'm not one of those crazy shoppers.
Oh.
It was for our son.
Yeah.
Connor.
Who's a crazy shopper?
He's a crazy shopper.
All right. So we're going to try and get through these so that Donna can go home and back to bed. Back to bed. Because, yeah. All right. So here we go. If you visited a magic Zoltar machine, would you prefer to wake up in the body of Dawson Fuller or Crow? Wow. Crow. So Crow's not like, for everyone that knows Crow or doesn't know Crow, real good YouTuber. Love the guy. He had emergency surgery recently. because something developed. So he's taking a break from social media and all that, because I was kind of worried because it came up in Tuesday night's live stream. Abs, thank you so much for the $4.99. Appreciate it. Coffee for Donna, please.
I'll make him go get me a donut tomorrow.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, donuts. I love donuts. I love donuts.
We
That's
haven't
why I'm
had
so
them in a
fat.
long time.
All right. Where was I? I'm
We
totally
were talking about the Zoltar.
Zoltar. So yeah. So you can't really send Crow any love because he's off of social media right now, but he still has a YouTube channel. You can go there, show him some love, support. So because everything is going good, but difference. Let me see. Dawson Crow. I think Dawson has the youth. So if I could go back and be that young with the knowledge that I have now, I would pick that.
Oh, definitely.
I would definitely pick that.
Oh, yeah.
To gain another 10, 20, 30 years.
Of like experience.
Yeah.
At that age,
Oh my God, I would be unstoppable.
Yeah. Anyone wants to live forever.
I do. Highlander, Immortal. I'm totally cool with it.
That's good.
All right. When is movie night? Oh my God. So I brought it up in conversation and it was like, let's talk about it. And we didn't talk about it. So this week, this Wednesday night, we are doing the Three Tortured Souls episode on the Shroud of Turin. So hopefully I can get together with them guys before the show and we can decide on a date. I think the idea was put out there sometime in December. So maybe we'll do a movie night before the holidays.
That'd be kinda cool.
Yeah.
Or even like the week between holidays if movies.
Or maybe we can do that. Yeah. I'm also toying with the idea of doing something on Christmas Eve. I haven't cleared it with you yet, but or Christmas Day. Just because like if there's nothing really going on, or if people don't have like family that they can go to, maybe we can do a live stream.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
You know,
Well,
and
we are going early to Tim's, but maybe
that's Christmas Eve. But I'm thinking Christmas Day.
oh, Christmas
Like
Day.
after we get up and have breakfast
Oh, yeah,
and all
'cause we're
that,
not gonna have
maybe we'll do
TV
a live stream.
here.
Let me know what you guys think, if that might be a good idea or something that you would attend. If you don't have to comment here, if you want to,
Yeah.
you can send me an email. But if that's something that you might want to do, we could just bullshit, nothing formal, just get on and just hang out. Especially if you are stuck somewhere and you can't travel or something like that.
Yeah.
So
It looks like people are interested already.
okay, cool.
So,
All right.
Yeah, we might do that.
I will
About it.
damn it, Bob, I will try to get it done before the end of the year. All right. Hey Carl, has the paranormal ever taken you outside of the US? Canada. That's as far as I've been so far. I
Well,
would
this job.
this job has allowed me to go to Canada
Yeah,
to
you
investigate
know,
a private house. Yeah, I haven't been out of the country yet. I really, really would like to. I would love to visit the UK and Australia. I'm working up to that. I'm hoping someday, like, there has to be a big reason and multiple reasons so that I can get out there and either get funding from my organization or another organization maybe is sponsoring a conference or something that I can get out there.
Yeah,
So because I mean, outside of this, like, I'm poor. I just can't afford it.
yeah,
we bought a house.
Like everybody else.
We bought a house and we come up here and a lot of land and like we're that's where I spend my vacation at home. Maxing out the staycation. So, all right. Did you finish your book yet? I'm working on it. It's actually look. I'm showing you guys this. If I can do it without knocking shit over. All right, here's my whiteboard. All right, so I have the days: Monday, books, Orbs of Dust, investigation, anthology, and there's more. So I am working on it every Monday so far. Last Monday was the first one that I started, and I spent the entire day working on a book. So it is in the works. What?
You're working on
Yeah, I am working on it. Okay. Have you watched Paranormal Brew? I was like, who's asking? Oh, I have. I watched Paranormal Brew a few days ago when it was on. And you had a guy from the Night House, I believe. And I watched it because I was like, oh, the Night House. I've heard about that before. Let me listen a little bit. But then I had to go. So I didn't get to listen too much, but it was interesting. So there you go. Those Quest. Do you think? Oh wait, you double tapping.
I did. I'm sorry.
Are you having deja vu?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you having deja vu?
Yeah.
That was good. I had the same tone and everything. Hey, Brew Production. What's up, Jeff? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? It was the food was good.
Yeah,
Because Donna made it. Donna made it. Donna made turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, gravy, green bean casserole, and mac and cheese. And I love her mac and cheese. Her mac and cheese. Oh my God. It's like sex. So good. So good. It's so good that honestly, like the big tray that it's in.
Yeah, it's casserole.
Like if you leave me alone, that would be gone in like
really,
2 or 3 days.
I think that's the only thing I'm gonna make.
I will devour that. And just I will heat the whole fucking thing up and just sit there with a fork.
Like, here's
so good.
Thanksgiving, babe.
So good. But otherwise, I mean, most of the holidays for me are just regular days. Like I came here. Yeah. It is hard. I was. Yeah, I actually came over to grab my laptop and a few files so I could work from home. Yeah. So I did that because I had stuff I wanted to look up, and like we don't, except for dinner, like there's not much that we do on Thanksgiving, you know?
No, well, I mean, since we've been up here.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Been at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but it was good. It was good. We got to hang out. We got to watch, we watched some TV. We all got cuddled up in the blankets and everything on the couch and just
YouTubed it out.
YouTubed the shit out of the day. Oh, man.
Okay, just one more question that came in around 9:30.
And then we'll push for more. Have you been to Egypt? I have not. Have not been out of the country except for Canada. And that almost doesn't count because, I mean, Niagara Falls. And then I think I was about a half hour in. Like, as soon as I crossed the border, about a half hour, I was at a location where I investigated. But that's as far as I've been. I want to get to different places. I want to start exploring Canada a little bit more.
Yeah, we just have to get there.
But we'll get there. All right. Creastorm, answering your question for a change. Oh. Ha ha ha. Holy shit. This is, oh my goodness. I think I like this one so much because they clap. Oh, okay. So that's the episode. So let me see. Small town, Amy's Crypt. This is that the name? Ho ho ho. Or I'm gonna put this jail as
holy.
Ho ho holy shit. Jail is haunted. All right, I'm gonna look for that. Yeah. Ho ho holy shit. I'm wondering if it's around Christmas time.
I know, right?
Holy sheet. Okay. All right. So I wrote it down. I will maybe we'll try that this weekend. Maybe we'll just sit down. I'll make you share the torture with me.
We'll see.
You will see.
We'll see.
That's her way of saying no.
Like,
I'm going to take a nap.
Like,
right. Like I'll just do that. You'll be like, oh,
right now.
Then I'll probably be here watching that.
At least after, Eagles come on at like 4 something. So, and then the
all right.
Bulls are on at 8. So.
All right. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Just a few more. Now, you guys, I'm going over 9:30. So.
What would it take to get more folks rooted in science to look into the paranormal? All right, so I think my approach would be to be nice. That's the first rule. Be nice. Don't be, and I'm not saying you are. I'm just in general. Most academics that I've come across when dealing with this kind of thing are kind of like snooty, like they're like above you and they talk down to you. Don't like that. Have a conversation. Don't try to fight with them. Don't go in looking for a debate. Look to have a conversation and bring up a few things, like, hey, can we discuss what else might be causing that? And, oh, you mentioned this. What about, have you ever thought of this technique or this method or this possibility? And approach it from that way, I think brings in a very, it's a much more friendly way and much more non-confrontational way of bringing in alternative ideas that are rooted in science rather than belief. And I think you'll get ahead a little bit more. It might take some time. It might not work that first try, but if you take that approach, then it will stick in their minds so that next time they have a question, hopefully they come back to you and say, hey, like we had a good conversation. I was wondering what your opinion is on this different topic. And hopefully you grow that relationship. I am not, like, for me, I'm not out to prove people wrong. I'm out to share the knowledge that I've gained over the years and say, hey, look, I looked at this. I kind of associate this scientific concept with what you're experiencing. So maybe we can take a look at this and try it again. Explaining about experimental controls in just a matter-of-fact kind of conversational way can make a big impact. Because I think most amateur ghost hunters, which most ghost hunters are amateur investigators or whatever you want to call it, have no concept or no idea that there are such a thing as experimental controls. And once you start explaining it, it's you see the light bulb. You see people start thinking like, oh, okay, maybe I can do it this way. Maybe I can start doing that. Because it's also, if you present it in a way saying, hey, if you put these controls on it and you still get something coming through or appearing, some anomalous activity, then that's really interesting. I really would like to look into it more. And it's a mutual thing where we're all like, oh, all right, well, let's try this now. Let's try your suggestion about putting certain controls on it, and we'll see what happens. So that's just a start. That's a start. It's a lot more, and I'm sure you understand, like, especially watching the show, like there's a lot more involved. But that's just a good start, I think, and it's good foundation for building a relationship like that. Yeah. Good. All right. Yeah, that was a good question. Michael Stanley Walker. Nice. Ghost question. Do you know or have you any idea where the story or where the theory ghosts produce EMFs come from? Good question. That is a good question. So I think it's something that kind of evolved, and I'm going to blame Ghostbusters for it. So when the original Ghostbusters came out in 1984, they had the PKE meter, which read psychokinetic energy. And I think it was a natural progression for amateur ghost hunters to say, hey, after watching this movie, we want handheld devices. What's available to us? Ooh, EMF. That's electromagnetic frequency. Yeah, EMF. Yeah, electromagnetic fields frequency. Field. And it does the same thing. It measures electromagnetic energy, right?
Yeah, you said it twice.
So I think there was a natural evolution or progression or sidestep over to that. Thank you. I did.
Picking it up.
And I think that's where it originated. I think that's where the idea originated and kind of morphed. Because if you look at a lot of the concepts that are used in ghost hunting today, it's doesn't have any basis in science. It's usually from TV. I mean, the Xbox Kinect. That's used. Why? Because of Paranormal Activity, the movie. Like, they used it in the film, and everyone started using it from then on. So film, TV inspires a lot of what this hobby does. And to look at the origins of it can usually give you a pretty good insight into why you should not be using it. So, but good question. Good question. Eric behind the wall. Why do you have Eric behind the wall? Was he a bad boy? Hey, Candy. Eric behind the wall is Eric behind the wall because he is behind this wall. His office is on the other side. So
and nobody ever sees them.
Yeah, if you go out my door, which you can see the edge right there, that's the door frame right there. If you go out and immediately turn to the right, his door is right about there. And his office is right there. So it's nice. We get along really well. We work together really well. I can sit here and say, hey, Eric, come here, take a listen to this. And he'll come in and he'll listen to something and be like, oh, yeah, here. Oh, wait. And he's a philosophy guy. So we have really good conversations, really in-depth conversations. Has Eric behind the wall gone ghost hunting yet? He has not yet. No. I am still looking. If anyone is out there right now that owns or manages a place that is near Buffalo, New York, I don't know if there's other Buffaloes, but Buffalo, New York, and is willing to allow us to come in for a few hours or overnight during a weekend or whatever, contact me because I really would like to take him on one. He wants to go on one. He wants to go through the whole experience and do something. So I keep looking for events that are in my area, but it's the end of the year. No one's doing it right now. And it's very hard. It's hard enough trying to get myself invited and or to attend, much less two of us, two skeptics. But yeah, I'm open to almost anything. And I'd really like to get them in there because I think that would be a really cool video, take some video of that. All right.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to take video of that.
Okay. Kenny, have you seen any of Andrew Stonerock's cryptid story videos he does on YouTube? They're really good. So I haven't seen those in particular. I have seen some of his videos. I did like some of the formats. I forget which one I watched. I watched like 2 or 3, and I watched a live stream he did. It was pretty good. I think there was one video where I did make comments and not like confrontational, but saying, hey, I think you had the wrong information here. And his response was beautiful. It was great. He was thankful. He was like, all right, cool. I'll look into it. Thank you very much. So I do like the guy. I think he's very approachable, and we'll see what else he does, but I'll take a look. Good. All right. Good. One more, maybe one more. Will you go on an investigation with Jason Hawes? Would love to see that. I would love to. I keep bugging him. He has bugged me. So if you don't know, like Jason and I have been friends for years. We've known each other for decades, literally. And we go back and forth, but our schedules don't sync up. So I've offered to have him. I've offered that if he comes to Buffalo or in the area to let me know, and if he is willing, I will join his YouTube channel investigation thing. I would love to do that. And likewise, if I get out there, because I do go out to his way, Rhode Island kind of area, once in a while. So I do visit him. We hang out together. But if there's something that he's doing in the area and I can tag along, I will. But it's just a matter of getting our schedules to sync up. Yeah, so it'll happen yeah. I'd love to. I think it would be phenomenal. Just the conversations alone would be amazing. Yeah. All right. Are we good? We good? Are you want?
We have just one comment, really.
Okay. Donna, I think you need a bigger banner for cutting off questions, possibly above Kenny's head.
So maybe Kenny can work on it.
We don't have control of that. That's where the banners go. They stay there. Actually, I think
you can make like the brand thing.
No, I think we can do
like that just goes above.
So wait, where is it? Sign up. I'm looking
the one that you put up.
Donna's cut off. All right. So if I take the ticker off, so that's the ticker.
Right.
But if I edit this and take the scroll off and save it, There you go. That comes off much bigger.
Oh yeah, I like that.
You like that? So that we can keep that then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep that on there.
All right, we'll keep that. That way it pops up and it looks like. Did you take off the comment, or did that take off the comment?
Oh, I think it took it off.
Okay.
It's right here.
All right. So like if I try this again, yeah, it takes the comment off. Okay, so it'll immediately take that off and it'll be nice and big.
Hold on. Let me see if I can just put something up.
Put something up. Live. Such a great show. Thank you, Shauna. I missed you, Shauna. I didn't get to say my Shauna.
So as soon as the question goes up, that banner's going to go away. So that's not going to work.
Okay. All right.
We'll figure it out. Guys.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a problem. All right.
Suggestion, though.
So I think that's it. I'm going to check real quick. We did that one already, so that's not in there. I think, okay. Oh, we're good. Okay, good. All right, cool. With that said, everyone have a great weekend. We are done for the night, right? I have homework to do. I have a bunch of stuff. I'm going to look into the Manchester UAP a little bit more. I'm going to try and make a documentary list. I'm going to look at Small Town Monsters. I'm going to look at Amy's Crypt.
You got a lot of,
the holy sheep.
This is why he doesn't come home, guys. This is it.
Ooh, Donna's blaming you.
Yeah.
You. No, I can do this. It's not a problem. Anyway, so announcements. Let's see. Announcements. Any announcements?
Not much. There's a lot of craft shows that I like to drag him to coming up on the weekends.
I'm sorry. Damn it, Bob sent me a message. I was reading it, but I'll read it later. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying?
You were looking to see if you have anything coming up, and I said I was going to drag you to craft shows the next few weekends.
They're so boring. They're even worse up here because half the shit is just all bills. It's all the Buffalo Bills. It's not even diverse enough. It's like tables full of bullshit. And
this is Buffalo country.
I
when
know.
They say Buffalo country is Buffalo country, but he's so right. Like 50% of the crafts
are bills thing, and I'm like,
information on them.
I paid $1 to come through this. It's a bullshit. I want 50 cents back.
Yeah.
Some of the craft shows charge you $1. Not the ones we went to last week.
No,
last weekend.
Some
No,
are free.
Some are free, but some of the like indoor flea markets and crafts sales, they charge you $1.
Yeah, and well, some of it's for the schools, which I get.
That I get. I get it, but I still have a problem with like you charging me to come in to shop.
Right.
Like all of these people sell on Etsy. I don't have to come here.
The only money that school's getting is the money
right
cut for the tables.
Right.
So I can see why.
Well, I mean that's it. Like if it's $20 or $30 a table and they get money, but I don't know. I see your point.
Yeah.
And it's generating income. If you got like 300 or 400 people coming in, that's like $400. Right. You know, I get it. It's just I don't like paying to shop.
Yeah.
Like I want to pay to buy something.
Go to the flea market and
I just want to go to the flea market.
I want miles out to a house to look at their stuff.
I'll drive for an hour.
To go into
I will. I'll drive an hour to someone's house to walk it, look at one table that's 5 feet long, and go, nope, nothing.
Yeah, and then drive all the way.
But yeah, here's a whole indoor place with 200 tables, and it's only $1 to get in. Nah.
No, I'd rather sit in the car.
Oh, I gotta work on that.
True. This is what I live with.
It's a problem. I have an addiction. Oh my God.
Kenny, what do you have on your calendar?
I don't know. I forgot. All right. So coming up, let's see. I got a lot of shit. This week is busy.
Anything.
I got board meetings and stuff. But I will be doing. Yeah, I know. So Wednesday, the 4th. Wednesday the 4th, December, three tortured souls. So me, Tim Vickers, Dave Schumacher, we will be doing our show on the Shroud of Turin. We're going to be talking about it in different perspectives. Should be an interesting show. December 6th, the next Friday, we have a guest on. We have Adam Sheffs. He is the author of History's Haunted Headlines, which looks to be good. It's yeah, 3 books. 3 books. There's a 4th one in the works, but it's all about headlines from newspapers from the 1800s on about people having ghosts in their house or haunted houses or weird things happening like that. So it should be interesting to talk to him. Let's see.
Bob's got a quick statement.
Quick Wicked reference. The reason that the Munchkins are not played by little people is because they are supposed to be the same height as Dorothy, who is supposed to be 8 years old. Supposed to be. So, yeah, that still doesn't make sense then.
All right, don't say anything else about it.
Now you're... December 11th, I will be on the Paranormal Brew podcast or live stream with Ben Radford, and we're going to be talking about the Entity / Doris Byther case. So that should be interesting. Definitely check that out. It's on YouTube and Facebook. Just look up the paranormal, or I think it's Paranormal Brew. I think that's the name. So check that out. December 13th, we're going to have Margaret Downey on the show, who is a Tresca Frigasky. Oh, I screwed it up. Tresca Frigasky decaphobia expert. There you go. I got it. Friday the 13th, Fear.
Should have been the question.
So we're going to have it on Friday the 13th, and I'm looking forward to that. It should be interesting. She is a character, so it should be interesting to go from there. December 21st is the Western New York Center for Inquiry Winter Solstice Party. If you are in the area, the Buffalo area, it's a in-person event. It's $20 a person. It's catered. There's activities. There's singing. There's socializing. There's going to be little presentations by several people. I'm going to do one of them, just talking about the work that I do. So if you're in the area and you want to attend, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
come on out.
Event, right?
Yeah, it's a what? Catered. It's a catered event. So it's a good dinner.
How much?
$20.
$20.
It's $20 a person, and you get a lot of food. And there's always food left over. Like they give us like little containers to take home food. So there's plenty of food for everyone. I definitely recommend it. Coming into the new year, January 31st and February 1st, I'll be in Virginia for the Hanover Tavern Paracon, along with Dave Schumacher and Tim Vickers, the 3 Tortured Souls. We're going to be there all together, hanging out, doing something. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. That's another thing we have to discuss, because we're invited to speak, but it's like, what are we talking about? I don't know. Let's just have I'm going to push for having a show. We're just going to record a show. I think just set up a camera and mics and just go from there. So, and then I think that's pretty much it for the foreseeable future. I'm looking May 17th, 18th, we're going to be at Penhurst. We're going to do that. And then June 13th and 14th and 15th, I'll be in West Virginia for the Grafton Monster Festival. I'm going to be speaking along with Daniel Reed. Yeah. And then there's a few things in works, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So, a Druid Drummer, hey, 2.5 hours late. That's okay. It's all right. No worries. At least you popped in. It's good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah,
all right.
Everybody has a nice weekend.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope you have a nice weekend. What do I have? Do I have something I usually say? I forget. I'm drawing a blank.
Stop learning.
I say that at the end, right before I do the outro. All right.
Are you like?
I am. I'm blanking. I'm totally blanking.
Wow.
All right. So enjoy the weekend. Be nice to each other. Go out there and remember, never stop learning. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Hey, diddle diddle, here's a little riddle. Who's the best debunker? Is it Kenny Biddle? Oh, he's good, not just a little. Not at the bottom or even the middle. Strike a chord like a fiddle. Tasting the rainbow like a skittle. That's fragile and brittle. You can watch him take a problem and start to riddle the problem away. He does not play. He takes his job so seriously. He loves a challenge and won't turn you away. It's such a skeptic. He keeps those believers exposing the fake. It wouldn't take him long to find a needle in hay. Use a magnet, damn it. Now take a drink of Kenny's specialty. Someone may say that's not for me. To each their own, won't really will be. Man, Kenny's such a skeptic, drinking skeptical tea. Like and subscribe, everybody turn notifications on. And go watch his show and forget about this song. Mr. Wizard or Bill Nye the Science Guy. Can you remember? You like Kenny better, so head to the skeptical help bar and meet the bartender. Pick up a drink and relax, cause nobody does this better. Not even close, not even a little. He's the one and only Kenny Biddle. Kenny Biddle.
Hey there.
Hi, guys.
Are you still watching?
I decided to stay around.
Once in a while, we do this. We stick around. We see what's going on. All the people, the 40 people or so that are watching.
Yeah, I just really don't want to go out in the cold right now.
Yeah, I know. It's really cold out.
It's cold.
So this is the after party. It's only, hey, Cat Mac stayed. I knew she was going to stay. So we're kind of stealing the idea from Richard Saunders and the Skeptic Zone thing, where afterwards, like if we're feeling frisky, we stay on after the credits.
You're a little high tonight.
Hi.
I don't think so.
No. Buzzed?
Maybe.
No. I'm not. I'm not feeling anything.
You gotta be buzzed then.
No, I'm not. Oh, we got a public safety message just popped up on the phone.
Uh-oh.
Heavy lake effect snow and whiteout conditions will continue in western New York through Sunday. A state-issued commercial vehicle ban on I-90 from exit 46, Rochester, to the Pennsylvania state line is in effect. Oh, we're good.
Yeah,
that's the other way. We're fine.
That's east. We should be-
All right.
I like Kenny's like freaking out with snow.
I'm like, no snow. All right,
Like,
so
you don't have to drive anywhere.
here we
I'm the
go.
one that does all the driving.
We got the psychic die here. And basically what Richard Saunders does at the end of his shows is after the credits, he rolls it and he sees if you guys can predict what's going to be rolled. So we're going to do it 3 times, maybe 4. But I'm going to roll it on the notebook here, and I'm going to do it just below the camera view. So here we go. I'm going to roll it. Give me your predictions. What's roll number 1? It's a 6-sided die, by the way.
Down a little bit further because I know some people might be able to see that.
You can't see it. You can't see it. Oh, wait. Wasn't it some people had? No. All right. I'll put it down here. All right. Here we go. 1 guess, Carl. I see you. I see you, Carl. 1 guess. 1 number. All right. Here we go.
Hurry up.
Ooh.
All right.
Okay.
So I
And
don't know what the number is. So
here we go. Here we go. It is number 3.
3.
3.
You got it.
3.
Cat Mac.
Kim got, yeah, Cat Mac.
And Macy were-
William Whelan. Yeah. All right. Roll number 2. Here we go. Roll number 2. Get your predictions in now. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 10,
Anything after William.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. 2. This one looks bad. I just realized like I'm shaking the dice. I'm like, that looks kind of really bad. All right. All right. And let's see, we got a whole bunch.
6,
Okay.
5, 3, 5, 2, 5.
And it's 5.
Oh.
5 on top.
Cat Mac, is that 2 in a row?
Woo!
I think she's hot. And Macy Rose, they both said it.
William. Okay, I'm not gonna jerk off the dice anymore. I'm just gonna throw it. All right, we're gonna go with roll number 3.
All right.
So I'm gonna give you again 10 seconds to get your guesses in. 10, 9, 8.
I know we need like a 7, countdown or something. You
6,
gotta put like a
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
We got a few numbers in. Okay, we're getting there. 4, 2, 4. You can tell Kenny's been to Vegas.
3.
Oh, I should have gotten like a good, like a 1. Vegas die.
All right, roll.
All right, here we go. Ooh, 3.
Oh, Cat Mac, you're so close.
All righty then.
Steph got 3.
There we go. All right, guys. Thank you for staying for the after party. Appreciate it. And let's.
I don't think so.
I would be divorced. As much as I would love to. I mean, I love talking to you guys and hanging out, but appreciate it. Thanks for staying for the after show, and we will see you next week. All right.
Yeah.
You good? All right.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Good night, guys.
Good night.